What is going on, everybody? Good afternoon on YouTube and Twitch. Hope you guys are all having a great day today. Just give me a couple of seconds to kind of get this looking right. Welcome to Pittsburgh International Airport here. In the 737 MAX here. We're back in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 once again. It's a risk. It's a risk that I am willing to take. We're going to be doing three legs today, technically. What's up, Justin? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today, brother? Hope you're having a great day, man. Let's take a look at the flight plan and everything. Let's see if we can get this going in Volanta. Tom, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, sir? Oh man, I hope. Oh, here we go. Lithona, what's the verse of the day, man? I love that question. Lithona, the verse of the day today. Actually, it's going to change. The one in the description is wrong. Looks like we've got a verse from Judges today, which is a little bit interesting. Judges 6:12 is going to be today. We'll definitely get into that a little bit more in cruise, but for right now, we've got it ready pretty much here. The whatever it's called is not really working very well still for 2024. Volanta. Justin, I'm glad you're having a great day, man. Tom said chilling on my days off till next Tuesday. All right, right on, man. Tom, I got the all clear for MEPS. I'm going into MEPS on the 29th. So prayers up that everything checks out and I'm able to get in and get out of there. I'm not getting, the only thing I'm not getting for Volanta Lithona is the banner up here that you guys usually are able to see. But, okay, Gate Alpha 3, hope it doesn't conflict. Yeah, Limp, let's go, dude. That shouldn't conflict at all. You should be... Oh, wait, I'm not loaded up into VATSIM yet. No, we're at Alpha 1. Couple things here today. I tried to... This actually looks pretty good. I think this is a default Pittsburgh scenery. From Microsoft 2024. In real life, they are building a new terminal right where that crane is at, actually. Oh, look at that. They actually have it, like, kind of... They are, like... The new terminal is going, like, right here. And it's going to connect right with this airside terminal here. So that's happening in the real world. And then I have the Pittsburgh scenery downloaded, like, actual, like, downtown. I copied and pasted that from Microsoft 2020. Which it looks pretty good. You can tell that's the UPMC building over there, so maybe that did work as well, but I don't think we're actually going to be going that way today, unfortunately. So, you the same scenery as you as well. Oh, really? Are you in 24? You have to turn it on every time unless you set it to auto start. I don't have to do that in 2020, Lithona. So, yeah, I don't know. So you're in 2020, Limp? Okay, yeah, so if you've got the freeware Pittsburgh. The freeware Pittsburgh is actually pretty good in 2020, but I think this is the default scenery in 2024, so pretty solid for a default. And I think that's honestly one of the biggest differences, I think, with 2020 and 24. I feel like all the default, at least most of the default sceneries, I don't want to say all, but most of the default sceneries are pretty solid. Justin's watching the stream in school. Teacher doesn't really care. Well, Justin, I'm never going to tell you to prioritize this over education, but I'm also not going to lie and say I never did that in school. So just be smart with that. You should fly the Echo Airlines 737 livery today. Maybe not today, but maybe at some point. That would be fun. This is actually exclusive to SVA. I was going to say SVPA. Southwest Virtual Airlines pilot members. Which is obviously free, but this is a livery from Hughes, so we'll have the awesome covers here. We got the Swappa covers for the screens and a checklist as well that comes out from the guys over there at Hughes. So this is a Southwest Virtual Airlines special here. So pretty cool stuff today. And yeah, guys, we're doing two legs. We're going to Midway from Pittsburgh and also heading to DCA. Thought those would be two fun flights today. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to go ahead and start doing some things. The biggest kind of bummer about 2024 right now, and I am really excited to fly 2024. I'm really enjoying 2024. The biggest bummer, though, is not being able to use the co-pilot. I tried that last night for the first time. It was really, really cool. And it would definitely make you lazy. So, like, you know, not necessarily a bad thing that we don't have it, because I feel like I would never... I don't know. I would definitely... I don't want to use it all the time because it does, like, everything for you. Like, you kind of just sit there and watch it, and it's like, okay, well, I mean, I'm in a flight sim. I don't need it to do everything for me. But, yeah, I don't know. So we're not rocking with the co-pilot today, but we'll go from there. Always had to turn it on myself. I've only filed in 24, but I don't know. How do you turn it on yourself? What do you mean by that? Like, I'll show you my screen. So, like, I have the flight loaded. Like, we're going to be 25:15. I loaded it in, and then it just doesn't. I do want to pre-file on VATSIM, so we'll do that. But I then usually on 2020, the thing just populates, and it says it's a 777. So, like, what's the deal? Go to settings. All right, we're all filed. Let me load in so we can see Limp here. They're running the river visual in DCA. Let's go. Where's the overlay settings? It was in connections, I think. Or no, it was in streamer tools. Here it is. This right here. Start overlay when Valance is launched. Overlay is running. What's up, Justin? Yeah, so not really 100% sure what's going on there. Maybe, what if I stop it and then start it? And then maybe recopy this. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't do anything. All right, well. Is what it is, man. Is what it is. All right, so we've got our APU started. Let's go ahead with the bleeds. Oh, my throttles are at full. And we can get the... I think all the bleeds on auto. Maybe that open for now. Okay, let's just do that. There is some rain kind of coming through the area right now. I think it's just kind of passing through Pittsburgh right now, so... The X-Plane, well, the X-Plane plugin I don't have, so that might actually be true, because I don't actually think I downloaded the X-Plane plugin because I don't play X-Plane much. But I did download the 24 and the 2020 plugin, so I don't really know why it's being difficult for me. Let's see, did we connect to VATSIM yet? No, I don't think we did. Let me see, I was working on that. Southwest, what are we, 25:15? I think it was 25:15, 38 max, connect. Auto ATC, let's see, where's Limp at? Oh, there's our insides. Hey, let's go, Limp. Limp, are you in the max as well? What are my thoughts on VATSIM? I think it's great. I think it's phenomenal for people training. As a real pilot, I think it does get annoying sometimes because, like, you talk to ATC all day and then, like, sometimes you don't want to come home and talk to ATC again. You know, for training purposes, it's great. You know, they actually run a pretty solid, like, program over there and, like, kind of make you, you know, make the controllers pretty decent. So, like I said, definitely, I think it's a really awesome tool for people in training, and just it increases the immersion of the sim. So I think it's a great thing, and it's awesome that it's free as well. You could definitely, like Pilot Edge and stuff like that, you could definitely make some money on something like VATSIM. So pretty awesome that it is a completely free program as well. Let's get some GSX boarding up in here. We are in the Sim Update 4 beta. Let's see. So, boarding requested. Lord knows what's going to happen today. But we are in the Sim Update 4 beta. Pit to Midway, and we're going to be Southwest 25:15 today. We'll go ahead and load up all that good stuff. And we're probably almost certainly going to be departing to the west, but I don't know what the winds are here, actually, so let's take a look. Actually, 190 at 10. Limp, let's, we'll have a little bit of fun. We'll go off runway 14. That's something that I've never done in real life, but something that I definitely would not mind to do here in the simulator. So I'm probably going to plan to go off runway 14 today, Limp, just so you know. Cruising 34,000 feet, that's good. And landing elevation in Midway today is going to be 620 feet, so that's good to go there as well. Let's break out this little checklist right here, and let's take a look at what it says to do here. Before start originating logbooks, good. All those things are good. I guess we could do the start levers are at cutoff, and the stab trim switches are normal. Lights. Let's see, we can do the fire warnings. I don't know about the squibs. What is that one there? Is that overheat? I don't know what that does. Okay. There you go. There's our fire tests. All those are complete, and then the before start checklist is next. So we'll go ahead and put that away for now. And we can get the fuel pumps on, maybe. RNAV all right. 1-4. I'll make the switch. Yeah, we're just going to switch to taking off 1-4 is what I meant. I don't know about landing, if that's what you meant, but I want to take off runway 14. Something I've never done. All right, Chicago. Let's see. It's calling for runway 31 right. Is that the one? Did they close 31 right here, or there's in the crew life for the Southwest Virtual, it said they actually closed a runway in Midway because of the incursion. 1-3 left and 3-1 right are closed. What is it? 3-1 right is closed. So let me look at what runway did it want us on. It wanted us on 3-1 right, so we can't take 3-1 right. So we're gonna land on 3-1 left, I guess. 3-1 left is a super short runway though. They closed 3-1 right? That's actually crazy, because that is a big runway. That probably makes things so bad there. So we're gonna have to take, what are the winds in Midway right now? 270, so let's take 2-2 left, I guess. Limp. Set up for 2-2 left, perfect. RNAV Zulu, look at you. Wait, was that it right there? RNAV Zulu, runway 22 left on the Pang 3. Let's see the arrival stuff. Ashen transition. And then what are you taking for the... Get out of here. These flies are ridiculous. I'm going to freaking lose my mind. Okay. RNAV Zulu, runway 22 left. Probably just take it from steer, I guess. Not so much of a curve on this approach. Not so much of a curve here. So let's just take the RNAV Zulu runway 22 left from steer. Go ahead and enter that. How long is the flight? Let's see. 1 hour and 8 minutes of flying time on up to whatchamacall. We'll be key for the local altimeter setting. Pit 5 departure today. That should be up to 5,000 for the jets. Usually we're using 4,000 for the turboprops with the Caravan going out of there, but 5,000 for the jets. Off runway 14, let's see, 145 heading. Like I said, this is not something that I've actually done before, but I've seen Southwest and Delta are the guys that are typically going off this runway for whatever reason. We'll go bang and bang on the flight directors. Those will stay just right there for now. Let's take a look. Auto ATC says 0751 on the squawk, TARA, and transponder to that. Look at that, the coloring. The sun looks great coming through there right now. That's really cool. And let's go over here and we'll go ahead. Oh, they're leaving. You guys are supposed to be boarding. Baggage unloading process. Everybody's leaving. Why are we leaving? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and restart. Where's that guy going? I don't know why they're unloading, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna have to. Let me see. Am I gonna have to load? Yeah, it's in kgs. Okay. So it's in system page, sim menu. No, not ground support. Quill, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Maybe they're losing because you're the pilot, bro. Chill. We actually just got upgraded here. Gosh dang it. We actually just got upgraded here at Southwest Virtual. We're now a what was it called again? Oh, IOE. We're on IOE now. Look at the captain and said, nope. Get out of here. All right, let's see if we can get just some successful request boarding.
Requested.
Trego, let's just see what happens here. People, let's take a look at people. Limp, are you doing the Southwest Virtual? I know you were thinking about it. Cargo, we've got 4.8, so we'll just do 2,000 and then 2,800. Yes, please. No thanks. Set the payload. Fuel, we're taking 12.4 on the gas. 12,400. And we'll set the fuel. Set the payload and complete all that good stuff. Not doing it yet. I'm gonna sign up tonight probably. Yeah, dude, you definitely should. It's really.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for
It's a lot of fun. 1-4, all that stuff looks good. Takeoff, flaps 5. Air conditioning is going to be on. Or any ice is going to be off. And actually, I mean, we're close. It's plus 11 on the ground, so we might need the anti-ice at some point today. 135, 136, 147. Regular takeoff and cell temp 44 degrees. So let's go with the zero fuel weights. Reserves are going to be 4, basically 5. Let's put 5 in there. And cruise winds are 244 at 62. And we'll just go from there. Was it 40 something on the cell temp? 44 on the cell temp. Regular takeoff. Flaps 5. There's our CG and trim setting 147 on the V2 speed. And we're pretty much ready to rock and roll here. Now, if the GSX would have boarded on time, we'd be looking a heck of a lot better, but that's all right. We'll walk through the departure out of here maybe, and that'll kill a little bit of time here. Give me data for now. We'll go terrain and everything once we're a little bit closer to takeoff. Pit 5 departure is just going to be radar vector, so our first fix, which is going to be the Briggs VOR, Bravo Sierra Victor. So off runway 14, we'll probably expect a turn to the south, and then probably a turn to the west, and then probably direct to Briggs, which we'll kind of set up for ourselves there. Let's double check on VATSIM, see if anybody's online. I'll let you push back first. Okay, sweet, thank you, appreciate it. VATSIM here in Pittsburgh. Just me and Limp, just Limp and I. Two amigos. Let's see, anybody waiting for us in Chicago? No, doesn't look like it, so it'll just be us. Let's see, probably 28.3 on the CTAF frequency, so we'll go dot CTAF K Pit 28.3. It's the only tower frequency around here, so we'll go ahead and set that up. 28. Dude, that's annoying. That's gonna be the new view right there. 28.3. And we'll go ahead and make that the active. We'll get 22.8 ready. Loop. All right. Nah. What's up?
Please request
like he's
takeoff
not in the chat.
data so that I can help you with your request.
Wait, was that the? That was the FO. Wait, is she still gonna work? Wait, let me load up this pit to Midway. Okay, parking brake is set, so I still don't think it's. Wait, let me see if she'll. Well, it won't actually. No, it's all right. We're not gonna. I'm not gonna. That's the voice of the first officer though, which is interesting. I was working on some. Whoa, that's so weird that it does that with the body. They do. This is realistic too. They have a bunch of carts right there in Pittsburgh too, all the time. Just Limp and I. This is also pretty much usually what the Pittsburgh ramp looks like. Just about 2 planes. Working on a pretty cool video for you guys coming up. I'll probably finish editing that tonight. And then I finally fixed my throttles on the F-18. So we're going to be ripping around the F-18 a little bit in another video. soon. But for right now, we're just gonna go with there's no F-18 content in the next video coming out, but in a video after that, I'll probably do just a dedicated video of F-18, just ripping that thing around. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Actually, I'm really excited for that. So we're in 25-15. We've got 12.4 on the fuel, and we're in November 8873 Sierra. And we'll just do the out time and an in time and the fuel burn. Heading to where are we heading? We're heading to Midway, Chicago at Midway today. Let's see what the flight plan says for our fuel burn. Our fuel burn, flight planned fuel burn is does it say 5,000? Is it 5.6? Is that what that's supposed to be? $5.6 or like 6-ish thousand, I think, is what we're supposed to be burning. So somewhere in there. So yeah, like I said, these are some great libraries from the Hughes team. We'll have some of those sunshade visors to put up and stuff like that once we get up and rolling, and so that'll be fun. And yeah, I actually got them to work in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, which is just a feat of its own. But yeah, looking really good. Like I said, we're in Sim Update 4. Oh shoot, I never changed. My fault, guys. Let me go to Twitch and change the stream around a little bit. Multi-streaming on Twitch if you guys want to tune in over there as well, if you guys would rather. Southwest Virtual Ops, we're going Pittsburgh to Chicago to DCA. And this is the Sim 4 beta. Long title today, but we got a lot going on, so it's fun. Tom, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Congrats on MEPS. Thank you. Yeah, looking forward to it. Like I said, it's just checking another box, right? You know, running another step in the race, but I appreciate it. Tom, I had a question for you. I forget the question. It's something to do with like an actual departure procedure. Tom, did you have your birthday yet? Or is it in, did you say it was in November? C5 Super Galaxy, here we come. I wish. Nah, you know, I don't wish. I'm excited. C17. I'm excited for that, man. That's what I want. I didn't want the C5. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty cool. Only thing I can't get the like auto, like the blur to work. Oh, wait, there we go. Now it's working. It wasn't before, I swear. Yesterday. It's just the Sim Update 4 beta difference, I guess. Me and Limp, bro. Look at that. Oh, Limp's floating. Oh. Alright, so we're about to be all good to go here. Let's start getting ready for pushback and departure. Let's go ground support. Swap a sunshade. Yeah, you like that? Alright, we got all that good stuff done. We can go terminal charts and then maybe just kind of see some stuff there. Those are all done. We don't have anything in the center tank, so we're good to go there. Get those cabin powers on. Those all look good. APU is on. We get the hydraulics on. And let's get the anti-collision light on, and we'll go ahead with prepare for pushback and departure. And a real checklist, yeah, right?
Locking gear.
I guess we can, speaking of, we can run through the before start. FMC's program, briefing is complete. The trim is set. Oxygen mass and quantities fine. EECs. Isn't that like one of these like weird ones? Oh, yeah, there they are, yeah. They're on. So those are good. Nav switches are normal, I guess. I don't know where else you'd look for those. Display switches, auto and normal fuel. We've got 12.4 cleared with that, and the center pumps are going to be off. So that's fine. Passenger signs are going to be on. The seatbelt sign, or the window heats are on. No, I have to go back and let me do this again. Continue push back. Okay, quick edit. And no! Didn't mean to do that. Whoa! See, I can't get it to come back now. I have to I'm like holding it with my right click. Sorry if you guys are getting freaking dizzy. Okay.
Exiting from editing mode.
Release parking brakes, please.
Alright, hang on. Window heats are on. Hydraulics, A's on, B's off. Is that what it said? Maximus, that's right, Tom. A's off, B's on. Everything is auto. So we're supposed to have those off. Flight instruments are checked and set 147, 145, 5,000, and the altimeter is set as well. Auto brake RTO already at once. Takeoff warning horn is checked, I guess. Parking brake set for now, TARA. Aero trim is set, and we are accepted and ready for duty. Zero fuel weight is 135, 131.1, that's fine. Gross weight's 143, that's fine. PW's good. N1s. What else would you look? I mean, I guess 84.5. I mean, that's fine with me. Flaps set in a minute. It says for set flaps 5 in the CDU, which is what we want. And yeah, stab trim set. Min cleanup altitude. I think is set. Oh, did you get the hues? Or are you just using this one? And flight deck door lights out. We are all good to go. Looks good down there. All right. So that's the before push and the before start checklist complete. So we'll do the before taxi checklist next. So let's go ahead and push them back.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
So like now that, can we? I guess like we have to turn the hydraulic pumps on now, right? Why did it have me turn them off? All right, we'll set those accordingly. Wait for motoring to come and go here. Motoring. Limp's just thieving my checklist. Let's go to choose fuel.
Please set parking brakes.
Brakes are set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Good engine start. Get out of
Ground.
here.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
ECA Mount Vernon visuals, a cool arrival. Landing south river visuals, they need arrival as well. Lots of people do not fly into P56. I'll try. You sound like you speak from experience. Tom, do you guys ever do single engine? Whoa. See, why is it rolling even with the parking brake on? It was doing that yesterday too. Is he pulling us a little bit?
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
No, go ahead, Limp.
Left
That's
is
good.
clear. Right is clear.
Like even I'm holding the brakes still. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why it rolls forward like that. So we'll just go ahead and turn number 1, I guess. Only need the airport in the pit 5. So we're gonna go Bravo November to runway 14. So we're just gonna come out one of these. Bravo November is what we're gonna do. Limp on the push. Limp's airborne over there. Overheat, DET, and normal. Squib test your continuity on both bottles. Okay. And those are the fire bottles in the engines, right? I think we do have them in normal. When you're limp, you don't need lift. Limp is just better than lift, I guess. Let me see, is that just a GSX issue? No, it's still rolling. Okay. So let's just go ahead and we'll say we got 2 good engine starts. Let's go ahead and start the taxi out, I guess, if it's just gonna roll on us anyways. We'll go ahead with those there. Those are good. Pro beat's coming on. Packs can everything come back onto auto. AP bleed's gonna go off. APU's gonna go off. Taxi light's gonna come on. As we zip past Limp here to flaps 5.
That's a good thing I pushed back. You probably would have ran right into me.
I would never do that to you. If there's a fault in either loop, you would move this either loop switch to loop A or B. Okay, gotcha. Whoa, look at this. What is this? This hill is not... Take everything I said back about good scenery and default scenery in 2024. This is insane. Trey, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. No, this is the IFLY Max. It is in Microsoft 2024, but it's the IFLY 737 Max. What the heck is going on here? Limp probably just saw me go into the dirt. Wow, okay. Pittsburgh traffic southwest 2515, taxi runway 14 on Bravo, November, Pittsburgh. Wow. Look at that. That's insane. Dude, what? Winds are blowing to 70 knots in Midway, really? I got 16, gusting 30. That is insane. Alright, maybe we will have to try to copy and paste the default Pittsburgh scenery from 2020. That's crazy. Oh shoot, what was our... When did we push? Probably... I don't know, we'll call it at 1400, but that's in... regular, so 1800 Zulu. Doing good, Justin, doing good, brother. We'll zip right past 28 right, which is our typical departure runway here in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh traffic, southwest 2230, taxiing to runway 14 via November Bravo, November 1.
Watch your old content from Pilots Life Chapter 2. Great content. Got great content. Thanks, Trey. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. A Pilot's Life is a great add-on. We've been having some fun with Southwest Virtual and stuff like that for now, but still definitely we'll always have plans to go back and get in there. Before taxi, the generators were on. We should have done this, but anyway, it's not required. Flight control. Oh, I think that was it, Tom. Do you guys use the TAT for the when to determine whether or not you guys are going to use anti-ice? This is insane. And if so, what temperature do you guys use? 10 degrees or 5? Flight controls are good. Closed and locked. We're 5 and indicating green light. Departure plan FMC is good. Briefing is complete. We're just going to be runway heading initially, and then out to up to 5,000. V speeds are set. All that good stuff is ready to rock and roll. Min takeoff fuel, we are good. Departure plan is all done. Attendant notification, I would assume you kind of just hit the button there. Anti-ice not required. Packs are all on auto. Bleeds are all on auto as well. Start switches to continuous and left. Dude, I hate that thing in the top. Left continuous. AP bleed is off. Flaps 5 indicating. And start levers are on idle. Recall is checked. Ready to give up 2024 again for another month? Hey man, look, this is the best run of 2024 that we've had so far. So I don't know, to answer your question. Pittsburgh traffic southwest 2515, taking runway 14 for departure on the pit 5s, Pittsburgh. Oop, my bad. Let's arm LNAV, VNAV, and we can arm the auto throttle in 2024 because oh no they don't. Oh yes they do. Throttles do work in 2024. Gee, this is a terrible. Nobody pay any attention to what I'm doing on the taxi here. Holy smokes. I'm trying to get my other monitor all set up as well. Alright guys, let's get some togas in the chat. Let me see if she'll still work. Set takeoff thrust. Oh, shoot, never mind. Okay, alright, we'll just do it. You can usually tell her to do that. Alright, toga! Nicholas, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. 380 knots. V1 and rotate. All over the place on this runway, but I mean, what is that? Like, what is the deal? Gears coming up, I guess, too. Outside cam. All right, looking good. We'll go heading select for now. We'll get a right turn 180. Flaps 1. The laps up. Thanks for the sub, Nick. Welcome. Let's keep the climb coming. Oh, is it really having me level up? Let's keep the level change, please. $34,000. We'll get a turn to the west. Pittsburgh traffic southwest 2515, departing the pattern to the west, last call, Pittsburgh. We'll stay on though so we can hear limps calls. Whoa, what was that?
traffic, Southwest 2230, departing runway 14 on the pit 5. Pittsburgh.
Limp sounded good on the radios. All right, coming up on 10,000 feet. We are going to go ahead and go direct to Briggs now with the LNAV, and we'll go back to VNAV as well. Through 10,000, lights can come off. And wing lights, logo lights coming off there as well. We can do the climb check real fast as it just completely blocks that. Pressurization's check, 34,600 is good. Start switches, we can go back to off, and the APU is off. Climb check complete. How's that checklist compare to the real one there, Tom? Direct to the Briggs VOR. And let's check out the weather in Chicago. Is there any kind of overcast, few broken? Yeah, so we'll, I mean, I don't know. We can maybe leave the lights. We'll turn the lights off, and we'll just get them back on for Chicago whenever, if we need them. I remember whenever I started flight simming, I don't know if anybody else can relate to this, but like departures like the Pit 5 and stuff like that used to confuse me so much, because you have some departures like that. Let's go autopilot on here. You have some departures like that, right, where it's like the Pit 5 is like there's no actual like depiction on the chart. It's just, you know, this is, I like to call these just like vector departures or heading departures or whatever. Like this SID is basically like there's no RNAV element to it. It's just there's some waypoints, and it's like maybe you have the Kemin or the 80 waypoint, or again for us it's Briggs, but there's no route to get you there. So it's like, well, what would you do? And then whenever I started seeing it work in real life, it made a lot more sense. And basically what they do is they just
departed runway 14 on the Pit 5, final call, Pittsburgh.
Nice. Now both will go to there now. Anyway, so basically, you know, how it works in real life is basically exactly that. You'd have a departure. Usually the departure's going that way. They'll turn you to the south for a little bit first, and then they'll give you direct to Briggs or something, or a turn to the west or something just like we did. So something pretty similar to that, right? It's just air traffic control saying they give you headings and then eventually give you to your first fix. But like to me, whenever I was first started streaming, it made like no sense, and I used to hate these type of departures. But actually now, I much prefer them because they're way easier. You don't have to worry about any like RNAV waypoints, or, you know, for the most part you don't have to worry about any like crossing restrictions and stuff like that. Sometimes you might have like, oh, like it might say, you know, if it was obviously it doesn't here, but it might say Briggs at or above 5,000 or something like that. It doesn't in this case, but sometimes it might. But anyway, versus, you know, a crazy complex RNAV SID that has, you know, be this fix, you know, this below, this altitude or below, and then this next one, this altitude or above, and, you know, like I much prefer these fixes now. So I don't know, like I said, if that was, you know, I don't know if that, I might be alone in that, but if that doesn't make sense, oh shoot, if that doesn't make sense to anybody else in the flight sim world, just know that you are not alone. So let's take a look. We've got the airport chart. We're on, what are we on? The Pang 7 arrival. And we are going to try for the RNAV Chulu runway 22 left. Next. RNAV Zulu 22 left. So we'll have all those kind of set for us. We'll be waiting on the Pang 7 and everything, but I guess for now we can have we'll just leave the Pit 5 up for now. Yep, looking good. Oh, through 18,000 already. Jeez, I feel like we're going pretty quick. Everything is set on the overhead panel still for that. Looking good here in 2024. feel like we're performing pretty well also. I mean, not really anything out of the ordinary. Stutters here or there, but it definitely is. I would agree with, I think Holden said it the other day, like, you should probably have somewhere around the 18 gigs or 16 gigs. I think he said 16 gigs of VRAM on your graphics card for 2024, and I would definitely agree with him in that regard, because I think I have 12 and it runs pretty well, but it could definitely run better. Obviously you see some of the stutters. So we kind of made a new little schedule for ourselves with the Southwest Virtual. So we've got this flight today to Pittsburgh, and then we're going Midway to DCA today also. And then we'll probably do this on stream maybe tomorrow. DCA to Milwaukee, because we do have a Milwaukee scenery in 2020, which we might be back to streaming 2020 tomorrow, so we can have the FO. That's a pretty cool feature, so we'll see. And then Milwaukee to Tampa. That's actually going to be a pretty long flight, so we might not stream that one. We'll see. But then Tampa to Fort Lauderdale, a little Florida tour after that. Tampa to Fort Lauderdale to MCO, and then after that, I'm not too sure where we're going to head. But for right now, that's going to be our schedule. Taxi down the hill on November to runway 14 was like off-roading for me as well. Okay. Well, it is a pretty steep slope in real life. Like whenever they tell you to taxi, they'll tell you to like they'll say taxi down the hill to November or to runway 14 on November. Like they'll say it because it is like it's a hill for sure. But yeah, definitely very, very exaggerated in the sim here. Sounds are still great, obviously, as we've come to expect and to know and love with this plane here. Let's get the Swappa. Yeah. There you go, Tom. There's your Swappa. Realistically, the flight deck would probably look something like this at this point. Oh, what did I just turn off the auto throttle? We gotta change that binding. Still some bindings that I gotta work on for sure, but for the sim, we don't need all these, I guess. Maybe the ones on the sides. Doesn't really matter too much, but see, somebody's contrails. That might be me. Somebody else landing in Pittsburgh right now, or what are they doing? They're going to Melbourne. Yeah, so I was pretty happy too. Tried a long haul last night for the first time in a while in 2024. Went from what was it? It was SFO to Frankfurt on the United 777. So that was fun. That went pretty well. No complaints with that. And then yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't know. Lib, I'm looking back at you ready to give up 2024 again for another month. I don't know. When if it's working, I have no issue being in 2024. Again, we'll see. The Volanta thing is annoying me right now. I don't know why the banner isn't working for Volanta, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We can get the verse of the day up as well. Move it up since we don't have to worry about Volanta today. You know what? While I got some of you guys here, let's go over it. Judges 6:12. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him and said, "The Lord is with you, O mighty man of valor." Not gonna lie, let's take a look at enduring word here. I feel like there's a lot of context that we're missing. Judges, I think Judges for the most part was written by Samuel, I believe. I might be wrong. But I believe Judges was mostly written by Samuel. So he might be kind of saying he might be talking to Saul here in this way. Just kidding. Let's see. The description, so this is for 11 through 13. It says the deliverer is called, the angel of the Lord appears to Gideon. So this is, the angel of the Lord came and sat under the, so this is verses, not just verse 12, this is 11 through 13. Angel of the Lord came and sat under the terebinth tree, which was in Ophrah, which belonged to Joash, the Abizarite, while his son Gideon threshed wheat in the winepress. All right, so there's a lot of that there. Upstate, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate you. In order to hide it from the Midianites, it is in italics there. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him and said, "The Lord is with you, you mighty man of valor." So the Lord is the Lord talking to Gideon here, or Gideon. Gideon said to him, "O my Lord, if the Lord is with us, then why has all this happened to us? And where are all his miracles in which his fathers told us about, saying, Did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? But now the Lord has forsaken us and delivered us into the hands of the Midianites." So Gideon is having a rough time here for one reason or another. He's thinking the Lord has forsaken him and his family, but the Lord appears to Gideon here. Gideon with a D, and he says, "I'm with you, you mighty man of valor." And Gideon's like, "Oh yeah, is that right?" And he's like, "Well, why is all this going on? Why, I don't know if anybody else can relate. Stay in 2024, just don't taxi out of Pittsburgh." Fair enough. Can anybody else relate to that? So if you're with me, God, why is all this happening to me? Why? What's the deal here? As Tom comes back, welcome back, Tom. It's all good. Did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? Or where are all his miracles which our fathers told us about? So he's actually saying his fathers. He's also talking about guys like Moses, saying, did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? But now the Lord has forsaken us and delivered us into the hands of the Midianites. So again, obviously Gideon's kind of upset here. I don't know. Let's see. Appears to Gideon under the tree. An Old Testament? Okay, it's interesting. We recognize this. This is not me. This is Enduring Words description. It says, we recognize this as a theophany, an Old Testament appearance of Jesus Christ in human bodily form, but before his incarnation in Bethlehem. So that's interesting here. It's not just any angel of the Lord. It is Jesus appearing to Gideon, but obviously before anybody would have known who Jesus was. Speaking on the behalf of God, it shows that God himself appearing in human form as Jesus spoke to Gideon. Then the Lord turned to him and said, the Lord said to him, okay, so it's... Okay, so he did it for a specific purpose. And the reason they think it's Jesus is because no man has seen God the Father at this time. Or no man has ever seen God the Father. So that's one part of the Trinity. By nature, the Holy Spirit is without bodily form, so it couldn't be the Holy Spirit. So it's that's their reason to think it's the second person of the Trinity, being Jesus, being God the Son. Yeah, the Lord is with you, the mighty man of valor. This is interesting. This was a strange greeting to Gideon. Didn't seem like the Lord was with him. Yeah, Gideon's kind of ticked. He's like, what are you talking about? How are you with me? It says Gideon might have turned and tried to see if there was another person. So are you talking to me? I guess, this is a kind of a difficult verse. Again, especially out of context, right? I mean, this is one of those, again, that's why context is so important. We talk about that all the time here on the channel, but Judges 6:12 right here, this is the verse of the day from the Bible app, is what this is. And it's kind of misleading in a sense of like, angel Lord appeared to him and said, the Lord is with you, O mighty man of valor. You can use that as, and it's not to say that it isn't, he's not with you, in your day-to-day life or whatever, but it's also not in that way of like, oh, he's with you at the gym. Like, it's not what this is. It's not true, but it's also not what this verse is referring to. This verse is referring to a specific situation with God and Gideon. You know, but it does. I think this is, when you dig a little bit deeper, this is a verse that, you know, really talks about your God just being there for you in your struggles, even if it seems like or feels like he isn't, right? Even if it seems or feels like God isn't there with you, you know, because Gideon's like, oh, are you sure? Are you really with me? And it's literally Jesus telling him that. So it's like, yeah, I'm here with you, man. Just, you know, ride with me. So God is with you, I guess, even whenever it seems unlikely, even whenever it seems like he's not, he is. So I think that is the overarching, that's what I would take away from that verse over anything else. So, yeah. That's about it, guys. Other than that, Tom, welcome back. Yes. What are some of the questions that I have? Okay, so in terms of icing in the 737, what do you got? What are we doing temperature-wise? Do you use the total air temperature, and what do? Do you do it, obviously visible moisture, we wouldn't do it like right now. But like, is it 10 degrees or is it 5 degrees? And is it even this, is it the TAT? Is there another temperature somewhere that you would use? Like, I don't know. Like I said, just kind of looking for some insight on that. While we also kind of start getting ready for our descent here. So let's take a look at our RNAV. Take a look at the arrival. I guess take a look at the arrival first. Coming in from Ashen, Fenley, flight level 240, Bagel, Pang, Megs 11,000, Awesome 10,000, Haley, and then let's see, 22 left, so we should be going Haley, German lane, Boag, and then Tact at 3,000. Let's take a look and see if that does align. We should finish with Tact. That's how this should go. Bagel, Pang, Megan up to the north. It looks like to Tact, or to Boca, and then Tact. And then let's see. So it's Boca and then Tact, and then the approach. Can we not start it from Tact? Can we just do that? Oh, we can't start from Tact. Let's just do that. So we'll start it from Tact. Perfect. Ties in very, very nicely there. And then the final approach fix. Ay. So that looks good there. Final approach fix is going to be Mendo, and then the mins are going to be 960, but we're going to set the touchdown zone elevation of 611 because we're going to be visual today. So we'll set 611. Like, I hate that it goes the other way. Like, if you could at least turn it and hold it, that'd be nice. But it is what it is. 611 we'll set. Almost there. And almost there. Now we're really almost there. 611 set. Okay, great. Love doing that. We'll set 3,000 on the altitude here for now. That's just going to be our bottom altitude on the star. 3,000 is set. And let's see, the altimeter in Midway is going to be 2971, so low pressure over there. Out there in Midway. And then we'll run through we'll do our fix rings. So first we're gonna do Midway. We're just gonna do a 30-mile ring around the airport. And then we're going to do around Mundo, MNDOE. We're gonna do our Tom rings, as we call them. We're gonna do 6, 4, and 2 around Mondo for our arrival. And then finally flaps 30, 140, and flaps 5. And, wind correction is gonna be 5 knots there. So all that is pretty much ready to rock and roll for us. Top of descent's in 86 miles. We're pretty much ready for it. I don't think, is there a cruise checklist? Let's see. And also, Tom, how is this checklist? How does this compare to your real checklist there at Southwest? No cruise checklist we've got to climb. Descent checklist is going to be next, and approach and a landing checklist. So we are good to go for there. We can get that off. And we are going to go out of break 2 for, actually maybe even more, because I believe we have a pretty short runway in, I was going to say O'Hare, but it's Midway. So we have, this runway is closed right here because of the incident. I think they're permanently closing that runway, or at least for now, I don't know. There's no NOTAMs. Yeah, that's all right. So let's see. 22 left is 6,400 feet. So let's honestly go auto brake 3 for that. And then the pilot app has us parking at gate Bravo 1, which there's the Bravo concourse. Let's take a look at where it's actually going to be. Parking spots. Bravo 1 is going to be right on the corner of the terminal. So like, we'll get off the runway probably at the end, either Yankee 1 or Victor. And then it'll be probably Yankee across all the runways all the way home to Bravo 1 right there. So it'll look a little something like that. So we'll get off probably Yankee 1 or Victor and take Yankee just all the way home, cross all the runways all the way to Bravo 1, which is right there. All right, let me see. Arrow, what's the crack? Is that, I don't know what that word is. Is that an Irish word or something? Is that Gaelic or whatever you guys speak over there? What's going on, man? How are you doing? Going good today here in the Max 2024 again, and we've got the beautiful Hughes livery, so we've got some cool checklists and some swappa gear, so pretty cool. First flights today going to RDD. I don't know where that is today after all the runway work. Wait, first flights go into RDD today after all the runway work. Now I can go get my CFI finally. Nice, man. Welcome to the stream, Upstate. Hope you're doing well. What's going on at RDD? Oh, and one last thing to do, I think, for the arrival prep is going to be do the .CTAF or Midway, and it's 35.2. Redding, California. Oh, okay. Tom's back again. That's all right, Tom. I was just asking if you didn't hear before you left. In terms of the 737 and Aero, this is, I guess, for both of you guys. Do you guys use the TAT, or is there another temperature used for determining when to use the anti-ice for icing conditions? And is it, you guys do 10 degrees or 5 degrees typically whenever you want to start using anti-ice? That's it. Move runways 1 degree for 30 million? Jeez. Was it at that point where it's like going to runway, they did it all at the same time? So is that why you were like, weren't able to get your CFI? Dude, that's stupid. If they did both of them at the same time, that's dumb, first of all. Second of all, did they change them? Was it like a runway like 28 to 29? Is that why? Brennan, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Yes, sir. Welcome, Brennan. We're in 2024 today, if that excites you. TAT 10C or below for the engine anti-ice, below plus 10. Okay, gotcha. We do 5 for the most part with our stuff, but very interesting. Oh, and then I think the only other thing I was asking about, Tom, was how is this checklist compared to your regular checklist? That's a good question. Do you guys use the auto brake or not? Do you use manual braking? Especially like, Tom, like going into Midway, like would you even mess around with the auto brake, or are you just going to get down, throw the reversers out, and slam on the brakes? Actual IMC TAT below +10 super critical in the max. Is that right? What, like, why is that in particular in the max? If it's less than 40C, turn the engine anti-ice off. 12 to 30, change to 1331 and 163 foot. Jeez. That's not, honestly, 4 weeks. It is what it is. 2024, Brendan, it's working pretty good for us right now. This is the Sim Update 4 beta, and it is working. No, go away, GSX. The Sim Update 4 beta is actually being really good to us right now. And we did Sim Update 3 yesterday, and it was actually really good to us as well. So, engine counts blow up from overheating, if not in water vapor. Oh, really? Like if you leave the ice on? That is an actual checklist? Oh, wow. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Max CF blades have been having issues with scraping the inside of the cowl. If you guys are in ice, is that right? Guys, I got rejected from Porter Airlines. That's hilarious. I threw that one out there just to see. I was just curious. I just wanted to see what would happen if I applied at Porter. But I don't have anything that authorizes me to work in Canada, but I thought that would be funny. A lot of issues with Leap 1Bs, to be fair. Jeez. So, Tom, is it the blades are scraping the inside of the cowl, like in icing? Or what's the deal there? Steep turn. Oh, that's an awesome view. That's realistic, though. Everybody with the window seat loves to put the window shade down. Miss all the shots you don't take. That's a limp. Well said, man. That's why I'm applying at Southwest at the beginning of the year, right, Tom? Captain Canada over here, bro. I would have been. Where's Mike at, bro? That Mike's definitely gonna go to Porter next. No harm in applying to everything you never know. Exactly. That's why I'm applying to Southwest for sure. At Midway, when auto brake is required, max auto brake as long as PWB data shows some value. If no value on auto brake 2 or 3 or max, you may not land. Oh wow. Okay. So what would that, like, if that would be like a wet runway situation, maybe you'd be running into some performance issues and you might just not even be able to go in there. Big crosswind, something like that. Using TI and non-actual IMC in the max is a no-no. Oh, okay. What's TAI? I got EAI with the engine anti-ice. I don't get TAI. Total anti-ice? When auto brake is required? Okay. Who's out there? Where's Lunar? This guy's flying at Citation 10, 700 feet above us. Southwest had an engine cowl cracked and just got ingested from it overheating. Jeez. Thermal anti-ice? Oh, okay. Interesting. And then, so, do you guys just use the engine anti-ice when you're on the ground and it's freezing precip? Or like, when do you guys use the engine anti-ice versus the wings, which is displayed above your N1 gauge. What, that here? There, the temperature? Engine and wing go on together on the ground, and then just wing in the air. And you see ice on the wing, okay. So then wait, what goes on in visible moisture plus 10? Engine anti-ice? Give me 1 sec, I gotta pee. Alright, I'm back and I've got blueberries. Alright, sorry. On the wiper nut. Usually, if it's there, it's on the wing too. Engine anti-ice on the ground. Visible moisture outside. OAT below 10. Put your N1 selector back on auto. Is it not? Oop. Where's the N1 selector in this thing? This guy? Lunar! Dude, Lunar, I think I summoned you, bro. Do not use wing anti-ice on the ground? Okay. Wing anti-ice airborne, and you see ice accumulate on either side. Ice build up on the window wiper nuts. Interesting RF class, which says when EA is required on the ground, wing anti-ice. Oh, okay. These are, you know, two pilots on opposite sides of the world too here. Yeah, Lunar in the IFLY Max in Microsoft 2024, if you can believe it. Heading to Midway. Lunar, I summoned you because I saw a guy just zip by us flying the Challenger, or the Citation 10. Sorry. Tom says wing anti-ice when airborne. And whoa. Is that top of descent or what? Or are we going down? Okay, it's just top of descent. Descent checklist. That's how I'm gonna call for checklist whenever I'm a captain. Read me the descent checklist, please. Minimums are set. VRF V target. VRF's 140, I think. V target will be 145. Auto brake set, recall. All good. Go away. Made the best play in the sim, yes sir. That might be more of just a Europe thing, Aero, because I've heard that in the Airbus too. Heard guys say pretty much just engine anti-ice on the ground if it's, you know, snowing or, you know, visible moisture plus 10. Push the engine button. We have one conflict landing in between us? Oh no, really? Break it down for me, Lim. Snow, you'd have to get the... Oh, that's fair. A bunch of traffic going into... Actually, a lot of traffic going into Midway right now. What the heck? Let's see in between us. Why is Dallas selected? No, bro. I want Midway. There we go. Let's see arrivals. We got 7 arrivals. So those are all like right now. 25-15 pit to Midway, pit to Midway. And we're seeing us. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Wait. GGA 1590. Where is that guy at? Oh, there he's in the south. What is GGA? Coming from Branson? Hey! 5 bits, Lunar. Appreciate it. Push it again. That's it, Tom. I don't know what else to do. Yes, Lunar, we are also on the Southwest Virtual, but kind of not really, because it doesn't really link to 2024 very good. So I'm just doing like manual flight plan after. Evidently, First Flying Squadron is the name of the guy's airline. Interesting. Call me Georgia. Is that his call sign? Delta works perfect. Really, the black box one works? That's good to know. Alright guys, so whenever we get down into the clouds here, we're going to be probably needing some anti-ice on, right? So what are we going to... My question is, when we get down into these clouds, we got visible moisture. It's going to be somewhere in that range of less than positive 10. What anti-ice am I using? Couldn't come up with a good name like Slammer. Okay, that's good to know, Lunar. Engine says Lunar. Engine says Arrow. Half and half appease both pilots. With ignition to continuous, okay. Whoa! Just to the south of that guy, of that GGA guy, there's a B-2 bomber flying to Whiteman Air Force Base titled Death 18, or a call sign Death 18. That is tough, dude. That is tough. What's he cruising at right now? 500 knots, 43,000 feet. That guy's just ripping around. See how tall, or Lunar, that limp, jeez. That guy might be, that's going to be our only conflict, Georgia. And then we would only use the actual wing anti-ice, or we'd only turn it on if we start to see ice accumulating on the leading edge. Which is interesting, because then it would become a de-ice. Like with the Caravan, we have TKS, and they always tell us, like, you can't use the TKS fluid as a de-ice. You have to use it as an anti-ice. So you have to, like, you know, before you get into the clouds, essentially, you know, start priming it up, get the wings wet, you know, go from there. Now, you obviously can use it as an anti-ice. As you turn it on after you get ice, theoretically, it comes off. Okay. Wing is a de-icer. Okay. Lunar did get it right. When an actual IMC, turn your engine anti-ice when the TAT is less than 10. Okay. Gotcha. That was my big question. I love this because Boeingism, right? Unless you're holding... What? Unless you're holding in icing conditions, in which case it becomes an anti-ice function? What? Why? Is there a breaker I can pull for the anti-ice not to work on the right side of the blade? Get out of here, boy, says Lunar. You guys are too much. What's auto ATC telling us to do? Cross megs that are maintained 1/1000. That actually... Okay, no, it isn't there. Perfect. 240 right now? Why are we doing 240? Pang 7. Does the Pang 7 call for that? No, it doesn't. It calls for that in, like, hills. Alright, give me, 220 knots. Yes, that's what I want. We gotta pick up the freaking speed here. I don't know what we're doing going 240 right now. See that arrow right there? Did you see that? Change it in the VNav. We like that? Learning from the best out here. Arrow and Tom. And Nathan for the Embraer stuff. Exact quote from my FCOM is, use the wing anti-ice during all ground operations between engine start and takeoff when icing conditions exist or anticipated. Unless the airplane is or will be protected by the application of Type 2 or 4. Okay, wait, tell me about Type 2. Because I used to work at a de-icing company and we didn't carry Type 2. We only had 1 and 4. Tell me about Type 2. I have zero experience with Type 2. Is it like more like Type 1 or is it more like Type 4? That's interesting. So wing anti-ice during all ground operations, but that's not what Southwest says. Wait till you see accumulation of ice on the leading edge of the wings before turning on your wing anti-ice. Okay. All right. Type 2 is more like Type 2. Fair enough. Get out of here. Get out of here, boy. Excuse me. Tom, I'm surprised you're so well versed on your icing, considering you doing all your flying out there in California. I don't know, Lunar. Let's look. Can you pull circuit breakers in the Max? You can pull some of them. There's definitely a switch somewhere. Pull them. Window heat power. We're getting closer here. Maybe not. May not use wing icing on the ground, period. All right, there you go. Two is basically a shorter lasting Type 4. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, we were never able to use right. Period. That's straight out of the FCOM right there. All right, engine anti-ices are coming on here. And we'll go local altimeter setting. Let's start listening to the local traffic here. What's this Georgia guy? What frequency is he on? He's going to be the one we really need to communicate with. He's on 22.8, so we might be cooked. Don't put those on. Don't put those two on a plane together. If Tom ever gets wind of Arrow's application and it's Southwest, he's going to throw it out.
Midway traffic Southwest 20.
Who's that hating? No one's hating. Interested in the difference in operator opinions on the matter since mine says otherwise. Yeah. Yeah, that is weird, right? Because those have to get approved by Boeing, and so Southwest versus your operator are just, you know, different. I appreciate your sense of humor, Limp. It's interesting. You know what else Southwest doesn't do? Type 4 on the tail. Isn't that right, Tom? There's got to be a financial reason. I mean, a financial reason, obviously, for Type 4 on the tail, but there's got to be a financial reason for the wing anti-ice on the ground, or else they wouldn't care. Yeah, it's interesting, you know. I mean, you're flying the same airplane, just in different parts of the country. Same weather, pretty much. And yet one thing can be okay in the States versus not okay. In Europa. I'm gonna eat this whole thing of friggin' blueberries, bro. Lunar. Lunar, you gonna pick up with us from Midway or what? Doesn't have an effect really unless you have got de-icing fluid on it. In which case we don't use it anyway. Wait. Doesn't have an effect really unless you got de-icing fluid on it. Good call, Limp. That's actually a good idea. And then so... boom. The wing anti-ice. What do you mean by it doesn't really have an effect? Like it doesn't actually de-ice or what? So wait, can I use this as my second comm? No, it doesn't really have that. Okay. 22.8. Okay, there we go. And then... There you go, receiving on 2, so that is what we want. Let me see this. I don't think that would, excuse me, really do anything. I think we've got this guy beat, Limp, at least me. You might be close. What speed are you doing? 280 over the ground, I'm doing 283. This guy's doing 377. Jeez. On the ground is just gonna heat the wing. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Just doesn't really help much while you're on the ground, especially if you're getting de-iced. I get it. Oh, Tom said auto brake max. So for now, if you have actual ice conditions where you're accumulating ice, then you de-ice, and then we don't use it, right? I'll start slowing up to 250. You know what? I might not, honest to goodness. I might just keep the freaking speed up. Oh, wait, I'm with the virtual, though. Shoot. Dude, I would have done 290 all the way to the freaking final approach fix, I'm not going to lie. All right, we're going to use a aero trick here. What's your call sign? 2515. 2515. The wing anti-ice actually auto turns off once you get weight off wheels to takeoff. Really? That's interesting. I always forget 18,000 we're supposed to do all these external lights. Interesting. Okay. But then you would, so when would it turn back on? Because you want it on if you start accumulating ice, right? So like, limp is 2230. Yeah. Tom, right here from the AOM, it's a checked limitation. Do not use wing anti-ice as a substitution for ground de-icing, anti-icing inspection procedures, which are necessary to comply with operating rules. It is true that we fly the same product, but each company has its own ops rules. Yeah, it is. That's true too. Like I said, just crazy how different it can be. You need to flick it on manually. Okay. So let's see. We're rocking with the engine anti-ice for now. It's 0 degrees. We'll keep it. Push the info button. Oh yeah, there you go. Is that what you were looking for? N1 is on auto. Yeah, I don't know why. Here, wait. Anybody else with Volanta got any ideas here? So I'm not able to use the overlay right now. It's not working. It says I'm in a 777. Which I'm obviously not. It does, I got this to link, but like what, I don't know why, and then my thing isn't working either, my overlay at the top of the screen. So what's the deal with this here? It's the call sign. So I'm gonna, like what, someone for Volanta? Right, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, Arrow. Push that engine button one time. Oh, the registration number? What is this? This is... Alright, I wrote it down. 8873 Sierra. No, it's Southwest. Oh, there we go. Now that's working. But now my Volanta's still not. Oh, sorry. I got it to be, I created one for this tail number. Lunar. Just now, but my banner still isn't working. Why doesn't the banner work? Like this one. Alright. Gotta turn some displays down a little bit here. Oh, should be on. Do you have it enabled on OBS? Yeah, I mean, it worked for 2020. Would it be different for 2024? Arrow said my operator has that in the ops manual too. My FCOM says we just use it when we don't need a de-ice, but meet the conditions for engine anti-ice on the ground without fluid on the plane. That's interesting, yeah. Yeah, always something to learn. Well said. Those conversations are cool. Good conversations. Swap of things going away. Gonna be about 30 miles out here soon. We'll give him a call. I don't know. It's gonna be really close with this Georgia guy. I expect Southwest doesn't want a loss of thrust when you advance the thrust levers, and the actual wing anti-ice does not auto shut off. You would lose a ton of thrust if the wing anti-ice didn't. Or the actual wing anti-ice does not auto shut off. You would lose a ton of thrust if the wing anti-ice didn't auto off. That's how you set your N1s. What, with this over here? Now separated 2 minutes apart. He's gonna land in front of you, you think? The auto off function didn't work on the wing anti-ice on the takeoff row. He's like, oh, if it didn't work. Oh, okay. Because the engines are sending that hot air to the wings. So if you had it on, you'd, yeah. That's interesting. So you need it for takeoff. Okay. Full display of the engine instruments. All right. Midway traffic southwest 2215, about 30 miles to the southeast inbound for the RNAV Zulu runway 22, Midway. Push your info button one time. Once you land, try closing and reopening Volanta. It should work just fine. Okay. Info. Rain. I'm curious, does the wipers actually do anything with the rain? Doesn't look like it. So is it just the tail number needs to work, Lunar, for me to get the whatever it's called? But like, so why some of the tail numbers connect automatically? 8873 Sierra, that's what we're in right now. It's like some of those connect automatically, but like all the other, like I've never had to make a tail number before. I don't know what this A6 Whiskey Oscar Tango, I don't know what tail number that is. I mean, it must be a 777, I guess, but. 15, I think that was that guy. I don't know, Limp, I might have him beat. If you want that added in SimBrief. Oh, so if it's like a new tail number, I should put it in SimBrief, huh? Let me see, I can start doing that right now. What are we gonna do? We're doing, Midway to DCA is gonna be 3958. And that's our ATC call sign. Our tail number. Where's the tail number? More options. Here we go. Registration. November 8873 Sierra. Alright, so we'll go ahead and set that. Alright, let's see how that works for next time, maybe. Valance will pick it up. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Alright, let's see. Doing 203 right now. It depends, unless this guy's landing on a different runway, Lynn, but I should have him beat. 205. We're probably doing like 220 right now. We don't even be doing 230, maybe even we don't even be doing 205. Let's do a, I guess, let me see. Descent checklist is done. Packs are all on auto. Auto. ISO valves on auto as well. And then the start switches are as required. We'll leave them on continuous for right now. Another difference, we keep the secondary instruments closed to allow a pop-up function for the engine limits. If a limit is exceeded,
30 miles southeast of the field on the Panji 7 arrival. Expecting runway.
Wait, Tom, what do you mean you don't have an ICAS?
Midway.
Let me also do, let me go to the fix, let me do /10 for another ring for the airport. Do I have this guy beat or not? I can't tell. What's sim? Limbs on 2020. This is sick weather right now, dude. This feels very like fall right now. Oh, look at the rain. That looks so cool. Southwest hasn't embraced ICAS yet. The water's definitely moving down there too. The waves are like white capping a little bit. That's pretty cool. 2024 is looking real good. I'll say that. I'll say that. Is he landing on a different runway is the question. Like, is he going straight in for... He's at 6,000 feet still. Yeah, we're real weather right now. Live weather. What cost on you tracking? GGA 1590. So I don't know what he's doing unless he's really close to the airport and he's at 6,000 feet. So I don't know unless he's gonna kind of bubble it out for a little downwind or something. Midway traffic southwest 2515 or about 15 miles to the east inbound for the RNAV Zulu runway 22 left with Midway. It's like pushing a rope in flight ops. Let's take a look at the RNAV Zulu 2500 at Mondo, and we could set like 600 on this here for the
2500.
Mins. Keeping the speed up a bit here. Can probably start pulling it back a little bit. That's our 6-mile ring. We're going to want flaps 5 there. That's usually the way it goes. I don't know why he's still rocking 300 knots ground speed. He might have just a crazy... I mean, he's coming from that way, so he's got that 30 knots on the tail, probably. That's probably why. Some things take forever, and some things are really quick. Like, some things take forever that you would think, like, shouldn't. Like, and then they got... Our whole company got Centuries and iPads recently. Like we got personal iPads to, like, take home with us. And like that happened so fast. And I'm curious now, we're actually getting new uniforms. We're getting navy blue shirts. So we'll see how fast that takes. Looking for everybody who's on that VNAV. Dang. Chicago's skyline looks pretty good too. Got some ships there. Ships out here. It's pretty cool. Okay, he's going in behind me for sure, Limp. It's going to be you guys. I don't know if he's going to split us or not. Auto throttle was groundbreaking when we got to use them. What? I mean, you've been there for what, 25 years?
1590, turn left, 360. We're going to try to get into twin teams.
There you go. We'll try to keep the speed up a little bit for him here. Go to flaps 5.
Southwest 2230, I've slowed down to about 220 knots to give you enough room to get.
Okay, Midway traffic Southwest 2215. We'll be about a 10 mile final of runway 22 left here. We're going to keep the speed up Midway. And auto brake. Coming to his opposite with VNAV. They tell new hire basically to only use VNAV, which I have issues with. Its modes are rather complex. Sometimes you got to come down a level of automation. Children of the magenta. So we're gonna have to get off the runway ASAP as well here. So I will. I'm gonna jam on the brakes and get off as soon as possible, but we'll see. All right, let's pull it back to like 180. We should be able to do flaps 10. Oh wait, no, we actually, yeah, we can. We're under 210, we're good. We'll gear down. Flaps 15 under 175. I want to try to do I want to try to do that 175 pretty much all the way. Flaps 15 is set. Say we're clear to land. Why does our runway look like that? Are we landing right there? Is it an offset? It is kind of offset. 238 is our final approach course. Interesting. Okay. Alright, let's get to our VREF speed. Yeah, 22 left.
1,000.
Oh, true. Alright, let's get the auto throttles off.
About 7.5 for left on that, and we're going to do 180 from that.
Yeah, I guess this is a little offset here. It's interesting. Midway traffic Southwest 2515, short final runway 22 left, Midway. It's indicated in TAI next to your N1 boxes. Oh, did it come up? Did it say I had it on? Landing checks. FO needs to do the landing checks. Let's get some landing rates in the chat here, guys. On this offset approach, we don't want to be fast and high.
300. 200.
25 knots off the right side.
100. Approaching minimum. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Ooh, confirmed. Oh no, we got the screamer. Okay, their
Midway traffic.
throttles are going crazy.
10 miles final.
We'll take
Zulu.
it out of here. The reversers are wild in this. It's been a while since we've heard the screams, huh? Southwest 2215, we are, or 2515, clear of all runways. Taxi back to the ramp on Yankee, last call Midway. Let's go, 4 bits from Lunar for the slammer. Yeah, the reversers in 2024 are still definitely lackluster as well. Let's see, what's our, oh, we'll do the in time, we'll do the... All right, let's go ahead and do it here. We'll get all those off. Wings, oh wait, here, wait, no, I'm sorry. We don't, in the States, we don't really mess with that, but we'll leave that where it's at. We run the trim down to 4. This is the arrow after landing flow. Auto brake off, flaps coming up. Definitely get that off. Those coming off. Overhead, those can come back to off. APU, we can start it up. There she goes, and probes can come off as well. Is that it? Did I miss anything? I think I kind of got it. We're going to Bravo 1. Big advocate for hand flying. Dying trend. Yeah. I don't know if you believe it based off of the streams and stuff. I'm a big hand flyer in real life as well. I really enjoy actually getting to fly. Is this you, Limp, or is this the other guy? It's the other guy in the bus here. Georgia. My smooth is over the autopilot. The autopilot comes in when I transition 250 to climb speed, and then the autopilot comes on. Fair enough. Hmm. 100. That's right. Did forget that. What do you say? It's
2230.
altitude odd plus 100. Okay.
Final, 22 left. Midway.
Ah. So you said 31. Alright, let's see. One of these is going to be our gate here. We'll just take this one right here, I guess. Money, Tom says. I don't know about that one. You're too kind. Whoa. Is that for me? Why is it looking at me like that? Go away, bro. Bro, chill. Does it want me over there? Why is it looking at me like that, bro? Yo! What? Bro, why is it so close? Back up, bro. What is it doing? Why is it still coming closer? Bro, get out of here! What are we doing? What is this? Oh, my freaking parking brake it's still rolling. All right, dude. All right, we gotta. Wait, you can still, is Y slew still? How do you slew in 2024? Deboarding through the cockpit, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Does anybody know how to slew in 2024? No, it used to be Y. I'll just go over to the next freaking gate. quick YouTube video.
Midway traffic Southwest 2230, vacated runway back Bravo, Big Bravo 3 via Yankee taking land.
Shift Z. Oh, here we go. Alright, we'll just go to the next freaking gate, I guess. Hopefully the thing doesn't bother me. If that gate follows me, I'm gonna be upset. Shift Z, shout out Inside Tech for that one. Preach. And then we're gonna run over this lady too, I guess, dude. Just all kinds of... What's going on at Midway right now? What is happening at the Midway airport? Alright, we're gonna leave the part... we're just gonna leave R... do the foot brakes for now because it rolls on me. Everything on the overhead is good to shut down the engines. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll do the parking brake, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Volanta flight ending soon. That's fine. Everything is good to go there. Let me just check the... Okay. That's the approach, all that stuff. Okay, so that's done. We don't need to do any more of those items on there. That can come off. Logo's going to stay on. Those should have gone there. And seatbelt signs can come off. We can get some deboarding from GSX. And
The boarding requested.
Southwest. All right. Welcome to freaking Midway. That's Microsoft 2024 for you. We'll call it, what is this, what time, what's the time right now? In Zulu time, 1930, we'll call that our end time, I guess. And then fuel used, about 6, call it 6.3, just to round up.
Passengers deboarding starting.
So 1800 and then 1930 on the in, and 1.5 on the flight time, 6.3 fuel used aircraft. We did a max registration. I mean, I don't want to do this, but let's try to find 88. What is it? 887. 8873 Sierra. There it is right there. Okay. Well, at least we have that. All right. Submit that. Yes. And then we're going to start a new flight. So don't go anywhere. You're going to make the Midway news again. We don't need any of that. But now let's see what's going on out here now. Do they get a gate to connect? Or is it just... What did I just do? Oh, shoot. I'm in walk around mode. So they never even got the gate over here to actually connect it. Oh, jeez. Me and Tom would have a lot of good chats and crews that need to pass on that flying lodge. Exactly, bro. How about that park job, though? Oof. There's Limp with the door open. Okay. All right. That's done. We'll go back to the logbook again. We're going to have to file another manual report. This time we're going to be Southwest 3958. Volanta closed down. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at Volanta here and see how bad that was. You slew there, you didn't park? I did. I slewed over, but then I parked it myself. All right. Let's see. Flights 2515, I guess. Statistics. Ooh, 586. Ooh, golly. No kidding on a screamer there. Jeez. All right, that's that. We're gonna do a new flight. We're gonna wait. Well, let me see. So I just. Oh wait, you want to? Let me close it down. We'll see how that goes. Alright. Slammer, alright, he says. Get out of here. Jeesh. See, it's still with this A6 Whiskey Oscar Tango. 342 for you, Limp. Jeez. Out of flight plan from SimBrief. Midway to DCA. Let's see if it changes, though. Okay, it did change. But now, like, I'm not even getting... thing isn't even coming up. I don't know. You could be my wingman anytime. Wow. Legend. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even get it to come up on the screen. I don't know. That's alright. Alright. Well, I guess we're fine for now. How do you reply to usernames? Like, how do you put my name in the replies? I think if you just hit the @ symbol and then type somebody's name, I think. Yeah, like that. Okay. Start working on this second flight plan.
Do you want to deboard crew?
Now this is the true test of Microsoft 2024 of whether or not it's going to be good in the turn from the gate like this. You can't on mobile, okay. Look at that, teaching an old dog new tricks. Oh, OBS disconnected. Okay. Is everybody okay? 3958. OBS is back. Jinx. Alright. Back to the menu. We're gonna go to the system page. Let's also... I don't know if... Is it done deboarding yet? Deboarding completed. We're gonna request boarding.
Requested.
Yes. OBS is here? Okay. Fly the visual approach? Okay. Yep, we'll definitely do one of them. Close the... I did close it and reopen it. It's still...
Passengers boarding starting.
Still no good. Still no good. Okay, so going over to DCA, we're gonna have to file this flight plan. Southwest 3958, that's set up, and then we're gonna go ahead and disconnect, reconnect as Southwest 1234 3958. That's set. Let's see. SimBrief OFP says we're bringing 138 people with us again. That's fine. Probably 4.8 in the cargo again. That's fine. We'll set the payload. Done. Fuel. It wants us to bring 13.4 this time, so we'll bring 13. We'll bring 13.5 just to be safe. Set the fuel. Done with that. Set the payload. Done with that. Complete all that good stuff, and then we'll re in here. Yeah, that'd be sick, dude. All right, let's see. What runway are we leaving from here? IOE complete. Let's go, man. Appreciate it, Tom. Thanks so much for stopping by, man, and all your awesome insight once again. Really, really appreciate it. And have a great rest of your day. Is your birthday happen yet? Is it coming up or what? 31 right. We can't do 31 right. What's Midway ADA say? 22 left, 22 right. We'll probably take 22 left because it's right here. 22 left. Didn't give us a SID. Just direct Luke. That's fine with me, honestly. Whatever. Arrival. It does have us going into runway 19. We'll take the. I mean, we're gonna do the visual, but so we're gonna pin that. RNAV Zulu runway 19. We'll just go ahead and set that up for now. We're gonna be on the Freedom 6 with the Bucko transition. So that's all fine with me. No SID on the way out of here, so we're just going to be lazy and set our cruising altitude flight level 370. Not really going to worry about that too much. Later, Tom, later. So 370 is set. Let's take a look at runway heading should be 220 something. We're set 220. What do you say? What's 07? 220. We'll get the flight directors on, I guess. And then that's fine. Coming over here, let's copy the FMC data. All that stuff looks good. Flaps 5, everything's the same. Normal 35 cell temp this time. We'll go ahead with the 0 fuel. Get out of here. Reserves. Looks like about 4 on the reserves. Cruise winds are going to be 241 at 61. 241 at 61. There she goes. Next, cell temp was 38, I believe, something like that. Regular takeoff flaps 5. CG goes right there, and 134, 135, 147. Nice. 147 on the V2 speed on the climb out. So let's just go ahead with the data real fast. I think that's still set. It's just going to be direct to Luke initially, then GTJ all the way down on the arrival, and then in for the approach to runway 19er. So it should be a fun flight on the way down for us. All that stuff is fine where it's at for right now. All this stuff is done, just waiting on boarding to be done, I do believe. We're all refiled and everything. 3958. We're just gonna have to get a new 3958 is gonna be our new flight number. 8873 Sierra again. 135 on the fuel, and then out we'll see, in we'll see, and we will just go from there. So everything is looking good, guys. Hope you're enjoying everything so far. If you are, be sure to give a like and subscribe if you guys are new around here. Appreciate everybody being here for sure. 220B. Why? Just for the speed? Oh, because it's cooking at 280, is that why? Okay. See how she does. Alright, I'm happy with all of that. Boarding is all done. We don't have to do the before start originating because we just did that FMC's program. Briefings are complete. Oxygen's checked. The ECs are on. That's fine. Those are good. Fuel, we've got 13.5. That's what we're cleared for. Center pumps are off. Pack signs are coming on. Window heats are on. Hydraulic pumps. So I don't get this A's off, B's on the before start checklist, because you need the hydraulics for the before start, don't you? I think that was another question I had for him. Auto brake RTO, or I don't know if you know it. And then once outbound, just delete it. Okay. Smoother ride for the flight attendants. Fair enough. I like it. Takeoff warning horn. Check. Parking brake is set. TARA is set. Let me see. It gave us a new squawk code. 6501. I swear it gives us a slight limp. How are you doing over there? You ready? There are ways for you to set rewards. Are there ways for you to set the rewards? You can do the set the animated stuff. Okay. A's off, B's on. Prevent a tow bar break. Okay. Even while you're starting? A's off, B's on. Pressurizations 3700 there. Auto is set. Flight instruments checked and set. Auto brake RTO. Takeoff warning checked. All that good stuff is ready to go. TARA, aileron run trim centered, and we are fit for duty. Oh, really? If you activate the A's with the bypass pin not installed, you can and will snap the tow bar. Interesting. Okay. I got about 10 minutes out, but don't wait on me. Okay. Not sure why they do that. So wait, Lunar, you're just saying like, you're saying you want me to add, like alerts for those, for the, the push-ups and stuff too. Let's see. What did you give me? Did you give me something? Let's see. Prepare for pushback and departure. Okay, let me see. Did you give me something?
Locking gear.
Okay, no, you didn't have me do anything yet. Good, I didn't miss anything. Oh, geez, hydrate. All right. Add some funny stuff. All right. Whoa. All right, well, we got in and out of Midway unscathed. Oh, you sent one earlier too? Okay. What? Why is this thing coming back now? All right, we're just gonna make sure it's not going crazy on us here. Why is it not moving at all? There we go. Just nice quick pushback for us here, and that's our runway right there, so we're just kind of zipping right over there.
From editing mode. Please
Release parking brakes, please.
Alright, we'll do. That sounds like the TikTok voice. You know what I'm talking about? Like the AI TikTok guy. Alright, parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Off, and we'll start number 2. The electric hydraulic pump wants to center the nose wheel steering, and if the tow bar is off center, oh, okay. The nose will center the tow bar attached and will snap the tow bar right off. Injure ground guy. So it'll basically just like rip it right off its hinges. Motor in. Hit the B key, make sure our altimeter setting's good. What is that, Lunar?
Please set parking brakes.
Should be longer now than motoring. It definitely is. Whoa. Alright, just restart them. Go away. What is that little guy? Oh, is it? Okay, I couldn't tell. Up to 90 seconds. Jeez. Well, we'll set the parking brake, but it's not going to do us much good. As soon as we start turning the engine, it's going to want to roll on us. Oh, I hear it. There we go. Introduce fuel. Sounds like a great start on engine numero dos. And we got the starter cutouts. Let's go ahead with number 1 here.
Georgia 1218 pushing out of Alpha 19.
This guy's already pushing back too? What the heck? I should make sure I didn't cut anybody off because I didn't call it. Alright, he's all the way down there though. Hopefully we'll be able to get to the runway before him. I don't know about these freaking... with these engines though. Super careful with engine starts now. I was in Milan when a dude jumped into the running engine behind us. Really? Wow. See, we're freaking rolling. So parking brake can't hold on to it. You motor the max engines for BRM to not allow the shaft to sag over time and become out of round. Over time, your vibe indicator will start to show that over time. Oh, that's interesting. You could hear it from, like, from your plane? And you said he jumped into the one behind you guys? I heard about that. Yeah, that's terrifying. Oof. Oof. Oh. You in that window. Really? Just like the whole airport shut down or something? Alright, let's go ahead and turn the gens on. Those are all good there, those are all good there. I guess hydraulic pumps can come back on now. Rope beat's coming on as well. APU bleed can come off. We get the packs back on. 20 bits from Lunar. Appreciate it, man. Shout out as always, brother. Taxi light's coming on. We go flaps to 5. And just run a quick after start, I guess, here. Before takeoff. Okay, takeoff field verified. We got that. 10 notifications good. Generators are on. Anti-ice is set for now. Start switches will go to continuous. APU's coming off. Flaps are coming to 5 and indicating that's a green light. Idle and recall is all checked. We're good to go. Midway traffic southwest 3958. Taxi to runway 22 left on Yankee Midway. Oh wow. Taxiway sweeper. Ooh, that's brutal. Really? I didn't hear about that. Tom, that's crazy. Alright, let's see. Is there anybody else out there? Because there were like 8 million people coming into here a second ago. Doesn't look like it. Alright, I guess let's blast out of here, guys. Let's try and get some togas in the chat here, boys. We'll get LNAV, VNAV armed. Okay, I thought he was getting on the runway. Midway traffic southwest 3958, taking runway 22 left for departure, Midway. Alright, boys. Toga's in the chat, let's boogie. Oh. Engines are stable, Toga. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots. And rotate. I don't know why it just jumps over like that. Positive rate, gear up outside. Yeehaw. And just give me an LNAV, honest to goodness here. LNAV and VNAV, so you can go to flaps 1. What was that? Flaps up.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Okay. So much for a smoother ride for the flight attendants, huh, Aero? See you, Tom. Bank angle check. How do you know when your flaps go up? Oh, well, again, I mean, these guys would be better at that than me, but I usually do it just based off, like, once you get to the up speed, then you can go flaps up. Once you get to the flaps 1 speed, then you can go flaps 1. And I heard somebody said, too, you guys can say whether or not this is false, but Somebody said that even with if it's the trend, the trend line, once it gets above the up speed, then you can, or like above the next speed, you can select that next flap setting. But I don't know if that's true or not. That's how I do it though. Where's this Georgia guy going? Sarasota? Good, as long as he's not going to DCA, man. Get away from me. No, I'm kidding. They're climbing like a homesick angel right now, too, because of this 220. I'm going to cancel it once we kind of turn on course here, but... I wonder if once I get through 10,000, is it going to go to the normal climb speed? Through 10,000, no. I guess it's going to hold it until we get to that next waypoint, huh? Because that's what we said it. That's what we told it to do. Yeah. Let's go with the autopilot, and so let's see. Would you literally just clear it like this, or would you go into your VNav? I guess what's the best way to get rid of that in here? You can go lights off, delete and hit it. Okay. There you go. Now we're back. Nice, pretty cool. Thanks for that. We could go engine anti-ice for right now. Let me see. So does it come up? No. Midway traffic southwest 3958, depart the pattern to the east. Last call, Midway. So hey, Liv, are you doing this flight, or are you not even flying it? We do a climb check. Pressurization is checked. Start switches are off, and APU is off as well. I guess we could leave the start switches in continuous because of the precip, so we can leave that visible moisture, I guess. Once you have a positive trend and the speed is above the previous flap maneuver, you can select the next flap. Okay. Green arrow up and above 5, you can take flap 1. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, Limp's doing it, okay. Never done a turnaround. Above flap 1, you can take flap up. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, this is the true test for a plane and for a simulator, is to do it in the sim like this. I think we're going to be clear of everything else. We can get all that off. Standard altimeter setting. A mark of a good plane and a good sim is being able to do a turnaround like that, and this thing is handling it like a champ so far. So just give me. I'm gonna go to the restroom real fast again, and I'll be right back. was my headset doing all that. My bad. Freaking. Dropped her. Alright, let's see. We're gonna run into any ATC. If not, we might take a shortcut. I'm just gonna go direct to Newsom, which is on the arrival here. Shoot. Timer's been going on for 8 minutes. It was a quick taxi. We'll call it 1950. And then I'll get my... Oh shoot, what is the VA gonna like me taking this shortcut? Are they gonna care? They're gonna be like, this guy, the heck's this guy doing? It's supposed to be a 1.5, you got there in a 1.0. What's this guy doing? Okay, wait, yeah, I need the crew hub again. Flight number 3958. From Chicago to Washington, not Dulles, and we're going to be out at 1950. And 30 will be in a max. Registration is going to be the same, 8873. 887. Paste that, and that's pretty much all ready to submit. Look at this guy taking shortcuts out here. Come on. So we're gonna have a crazy short cruise now. No, we'll be all right. All right, man. Dude, you and Tom are making me feel real good about this. This 737. What I miss? I was on a call, Lunar, with the 100 bits, man. Appreciate that. Nothing. We're just cheating, taking a little shortcut. Just cheating, taking a shortcut, bro. W Limp Man, appreciate the 100 bits. I'll start researching right now how to do, how to enable notifications for channel port. Let me go to my, would it be in my Streamlabs, I wonder? Lunar, how's work been? Anything exciting going on? I think maybe I have to sign in. Yes, exciting? Did one for the bits. See, it doesn't let me make one in Streamlabs. Follows, subs. Resub, gift sub. Bits. Wait, let me see if I add a variation. I don't know. We're gonna film that is the third part of a movie with a giant alien that comes out of the sand. That's as much detail. Sounds like Predator. I don't know the plot of Predator though, so. So, what do you do again? Can you what can you explain about what you do? Do you do the sound? Dashboard my overlays GIF alert. Sound of music? Okay. Go chatbot redemption or loyalty channel points, create a custom reward, choose the action. Stream elements. Okay. Let me see. Let me go to stream. I have stuff from there too. Let me see. Stream. I also kind of found a way to do it on Twitch a little bit. Let me keep going with this on Twitch. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Just got back to work from my class. Welcome to the stream, Holden. How are you doing today, sir? How's school going for you? I think Twitch doesn't allow you to add the GIF ones, just the basic ones. Oh, okay, all right. Well, then screw this. Want to go. I wish I knew what I got on my midterm though. Fair, yeah. You're waiting too. I feel that. Hurry up and wait for Mr. Holden. The stress of waiting. I feel like we got the gang all here right now, dude. We got Lunar, Holden, Limp, Arrow, the boys. Where's Mike at, bro? Mike says he's always lurking. How's your flying going this week? I haven't done any. I'm on reserve tomorrow. That is the, that'll be the first potential flying that I'll have this week. which I probably won't get used, so I probably won't be doing any flying tomorrow. And then I actually fly on Thursday, so I'll literally only fly one day this week, so. Which, I was talking to somebody about this, I think it was my dad or somebody else, I forget who, but, you know, it's like, I've got a great schedule, like all kind of time off and stuff like that, but it's at the worst time. It's like, I don't need time off, you know, I need hours and stuff. There's 3 people watching and talking over on Twitch, is that right? Come on, what are we doing over there? Do you ever fly just for fun, like utilizing your PPL? I mean, I probably would, but I mean, it costs money to go rent a plane too, and you know, you can't really. I think that would be something that I would be interested in, and you know, hopping back in GA every once in a while. But short answer, no, not right now, not unless I have to for hours or something. Why don't you CFI your days off? I mean, same thing. Like, it was either when I was coming out of flight school, it was basically either do what I'm doing and bust my butt and try to get this job, or go get your CFI rating. Which, I mean, you know, you got to get your CFI, your double I, and really where the big stuff is at is getting your MEI. That'd be really nice to do, but that's all money. You know, I mean. That's the biggest thing. I mean, if I had, you know, 10 grand to throw at it, you know, I probably would. But, and now I'm so close, and I've got this, you know, thing with the Air Force and everything. Now I just have zero interest in CFIing, and the whole reason I went into the job I have now is so I didn't have to CFI. So, no, I wish, Holden. That'd be cool. Yeah, no, I'm a first generation pilot. First generation pilot, so no shade on CFIs. No, Arrow, we're flying people. It's a Part 135. We hold up to 9 people. Yeah, so we do fly people. I'm a flight attendant. I'm a first officer. Yeah, no shade on CFIs. It just wasn't something that I wanted to do. I mean, just personal preference. Wife is doing good with school, Holden. She's at her clinicals right now, which again, I've talked about this before. Just insane that they don't get paid for these clinicals. I mean, she's going working, you know, 40 hours a week doing these stupid, you know, going to these hospitals. I mean, she's doing surgery, not getting paid a dime. So it's just crazy to me. But first officer attendant, yeah, that's basically flap operator and also flight attendant. That's, they ask me, they're like, oh, any drink service on this flight? It's like, yeah, I'll roll a beer back to you once we get up to cruise. No drink service on this. I mean, the flights actually are long enough. Like, we block some, you know, 1.8, 1.9. Definitely long enough to do something like that, but there's just not enough room. I mean, let's try to find one with the window shade not down. There we go. Can, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Rolls a Bud Light under the seat. I always say that. I try to be careful though. I know that's something I could probably get in trouble for that, but I think it's funny. They always say you can't drink any alcohol on board unless supplied by a crew member, so If I could reach in your bag, I'd know where you keep your snacks. Should have never posted that video. That's facts, though. You could reach into my bag. If it was, we have, some caravans have dividers, but it's just like two, like, walls behind our seats. There's no door. So, but some of them have dividers, but some of them don't. Sometimes my bag has to go right underneath the seat that a passenger's sitting on, so you could. Like Jun and Jungle? Really? Okay. If you say so. Welcome, Jun. Oh no, what'd you guys do in DCA? Somebody end up in a river? Jeez. What is the weather in DCA right now? Broken at about 10,000. We're chilling. 209 river visual. So to get from LA to New York with your airline? No, dude. This is my grand idea. If I was in charge, I would have one route that connects, because we operate in the Northeast, the Great Lakes, and then some stuff down in the Gulf, and then out west. We do go into LA and Phoenix, but yeah, no. So you could get to Phoenix, but again, my grand idea would there would be one flight that connects all of the regions so that you could get all the way across the country on our airline. But yeah, no, just to LA and Phoenix, unfortunately. Plan to buy any bills 350. I don't know if it's worth the price. What are you guys thinking? Jun, it's a fun plane when it's working. I think it is worth it, but it also depends. I mean, it's kind of a beast on the systems, on your system. So on your PC, your GPU, all that stuff. So if you got a good enough CPU or GPU and computer in general, I'd say get it. And then a lot of WASM crashes still. I mean, last time we tried to fly it, we weren't even able to do it because of a WASM crash. So it really is just up to you. Yeah, they get to Imperial, so it's that route is Imperial to LA, LA back to Imperial, Imperial to Phoenix, and then back. So yeah, you could do that if you want. If Imperial's where you want to be. Mr. Harjost started it by taking off in the wrong intersection. That was Holden. I took off from the intersection. Forgot my gear was going really slow and then disconnected. I remember when Harjost had to go around in Miami and we're just absolutely terrorizing that controller. There was a controller on for that, right? Disconnected. Just like that was the only thing that was the only thing that was left, is just disconnecting. The controller said that make sure you take it off the right intersection after he did it. Oh, I do remember that, Holden. I remember you saying your rudder pedals didn't work. Did you like taxi through the grass or something? Oh no, you went off the runway. Oh yeah, you didn't go off the end of the runway. You went just into the grass or something because you were just going straight. That was hilarious. What stream was that? I wanna, in case anybody, if you guys want to go back and watch it, that was one of the last few times we flew to Miami. Let's see. Was it a slammer? I think it was slammer ops. It was busy too. Down in Miami fiasco, as I call it. Just ruining that controller's evening, bro. It's like, who are these idiots? Yeah, no, that was because that was an early slammer op, and it was like trying to establish ourselves. We're going down as a slammer, just caravan, and just absolutely selling down there, just making the airline just look terrible. Slammer crap show. Well, I don't even have the I think it was episode 5, members only voice chat. Yes, it was episode 5, I do believe, because I was in the CRJ, and then because the next one I remember taking the screenshot for episode 6 that was at the gate in Miami. I think that was like, I took that like right after we landed or something, or maybe the morning before, after, or something like that. So it was episode 5 of Slammer Ops. It was 5 months ago, if anybody wants to go back and watch that. That was hilarious. Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, welcome. Oh my gosh. What is cracking? Wait, can we talk about Arrow? What did you say whenever you first loaded in? What was your Gaelic word or whatever you used on me? What does that translate to? Was it Liv's fault that Russia said to go around? I think it was. And I remember Harjoss panicking so bad, and I told him, I was like, just stay calm, toga, positive rate, gear up, flaps up 1. Yeah, what is that, Arrow? I remember trying to walk through him going around. He was freaking out. That was so funny. Oh my gosh. Give a like on the stream. Give a like on the stream for how far the boys have come from where we started on VATSIM. Give a like on the stream for how far the boys have come here. Big gang. From Crikeolite? What the heck? It means fun? I'll stick with fun. 25 bits from Lunar. Appreciate it, man. I think, or cheered. I don't know what the difference is. Hopefully the 27th will be just as fun. Hopefully, dude. Directly, what's the fun? But really, it's what's going on or how are you? So could you say that? So if you just said Crikeolite, that would just mean like, what's going on? Bro, hold on. We got a group flight on the 27th. Come on. We got a group flight on the 27th, bro. You have to be there. Seven viewers on the Twitch right now. Appreciate you guys. Shout out. Shout out. Oh, that just means fun? Okay. What time? Noon. Group flight when I'm in Alaska? That's awkward. Caddy and Craig, would that be what's the fun? Is it noon, so you have to call in sick? I'll be at work. That might be variable. Wait, let me see. Harjoss sent me, let me see. Maybe we can push it back a little bit. When do you get, well, and you're back an hour though, so we'd have to start at like 8. 27th. That means what's going on. Is it Gaelic? Is that Irish too? I don't know if you said you're Irish or not, but... Oh, you're in the Eastern time zone? Let me see. What do I have going on the next day? The 27th? Oh, the 27th. I'm going to MEPS on the 29th. You know what? It might work better to move it back anyways. I don't get them to like 7. That is just a little bit too late. I mean, we might be able to maybe we should push it back till like 2. Unless, I don't know. What do you think, Limp? Should we just, or do we stick with it here? I feel like maybe we change things a little too much. Do we just stick with the 2 o'clock or the noon start time? And if you can make it, you can make it. And if you don't, you don't. Lunar Jets touchdown. Let's go, bro. Ridiculous. I think we'll stick with the noon unless something changes. I mean, I'm off. I don't mind it being a little later. Would it work better for anybody else if it's a little bit later? All right, Limp's flexible this time. Usually you're like, oh, now you changed it. Now I can't do it. Saturday group flight one day. I mean, shoot, we got to schedule these things out, boys. Like, I can't. Well, I don't have my November schedule yet. Let me see. We'll be gone this Saturday, and then next Saturday is November 1st. So I don't have my November schedule yet, but let's... Okay, all right, Saturday. Let's do Arrows working. Boo. At noon, Eastern Standard Time. Doing a little Milan turn. And hopefully it's better than last time. But, okay. Well, let's plan this stuff in advance. Fly to New York 11/2 through 11/9 though, so not then. Alright. Well, Saturday, oh shoot, so you'd be, alright, so you're out for that. So, for now, maybe we're looking at, the next Saturday would be the 15th of November. Does anybody know what they're doing on the 15th of November yet? Really? That was your last time there? Jeez, that's crazy. Bro, when Tom said pink mist everywhere. I know he was probably being sincere, but I thought that was funny. It's terrible. It's terrible. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh, but I thought it was... I'm sorry. What do you set up for in DCA? The Arnav Zulu. That's crazy. The Arnav Zulu runway 19. I guess we should start paying a little bit of attention. Oh wow, yeah, perfect timing. All right. Let's start going through some things. I hate that EFB. I'm sorry. I know we like to look at it. I'll pull up Navigraph over here so we can all look at it together. Never mind, it's not there. There it is. Good with 11:15. Okay. All right, 15th. Arrow, what do you think about the 15th? We're 90 miles out. I'm going to start moving through this kind of here. We'll do flaps 30, 145 on the wind correction is good. Pretty matter of fact about that stuff. Yeah, you definitely seem like the type. I figured you'd be, you know, all right. I wonder, you know, what airline, like, what airline he jumped into? Look at this. 7,100 foot runway, so we'll do, I guess, auto brakes 3 or max, probably max. The thrust reversers on this are just brutal. We'll do 190, 187, I guess, on the final approach course. I do want to also maybe load up the ILS as well, just to have it loaded. Working. Boo. You already have your November schedule? Jeez. I wish. Valletta. I wonder if those guys, like, are they all right? You know, like, mentally? After that, like, I don't know if you know any of those guys over there or not. That's crazy. Was it Linate or was it MXP? I feel like I could see that happening at Linate. I feel like MXP is a little more locked down. All right, I'm gonna put in the on the 15th. I'm gonna put another group flight potentially. Can we do like noon on Saturday? We'll miss big noon kickoff, but that's okay. I'm putting it in for noon on the 15th as well. We're gonna do another one. We're still gonna do the one on the 27th, but just that's a pin. We're putting a pin in. That's in pencil. All right. Oh, BGY Bergamo. Dang, that's wild. Holden said I'm a longitude pilot now. I need to practice it more than practice it on VATSIM. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Anytime on Saturday, anytime. Okay. Well, we'll miss big noon kickoff, but it'll still be fun. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let me see the ILS frequency. Oh, it doesn't. Runway 19 doesn't have an ILS, so we won't be doing that. Freedom 6 arrival. What else do I have to do? I feel like my brain is just kind of everywhere right now. We've got all that set up. Let's maybe just step through it here. Oh, you saw that? Oh. This arrival is cool because it takes you right over top of Washington Dulles, which you can see right here. And I see these planes kind of zipping across all the time, and it's crazy, dude. When Dulles is busy and DCA is busy, and you got planes just zipping around each other, man. It's impressive. It's impressive to watch, man, for sure. Together, and then vectors to Derek. We'll just go ahead and throw that in there. So that just kind of rolls right into Derek and then inbound on the river visual. So that should be fun. What team to root for college? I honestly, dude, I mean, Pitt, my dad worked at Pitt for a long time. So I like them just because of that, and I'm from Pittsburgh. But a lot of my family's from West Virginia too, so we also like WVU. You know, in the backyard brawl, that's always a tough, you know, who to root for type thing. But we usually root for West Virginia in the backyard brawl. But they do. I honestly lean more towards Pitt, because I mean, I'm not from West Virginia. I don't particularly care. So Pitt and West Virginia, for the most part, they kind of stink. So honestly, just whatever game is good, I just enjoy watching, and just a fan of the game. Just fan of the game. What about you, Holden? Somebody down there in Texas, Texas Tech, Texas University. Arrow said the Gamecocks. All right, who said the Gamecocks? Arrow, really? Spurs up? I didn't even know that was their thing. South Carolina? Oh, geez. UCLA from Lunar? All right, what about basketball? Kind of same thing, like Pitt, West Virginia, and like other than that, I don't particularly care. But like I'll do March Madness, like I'll do the bracket and everything, but I'm not like a diehard basketball guy by any means. Weather 2979 on the altimeter. Low pressure again. And mins, we're gonna do 13, basically all the way down to 0 here. Do you tune the ILS frequency for runway 1 the opposite? I guess you could if you wanted to follow it like a back course, is what that would be. So you could do that. Oh, okay. A USC? Wait, so you like South Carolina, she likes USC. That's wild. Luna doesn't care about basketball. Tennessee for football, diehard basketball fan. Root for Duke. Really, Holden? That's interesting. Why Duke? Oh, you're saying University of South Carolina. Oh, okay, okay. I thought you meant USC, University of Southern California, which would be the Trojans. Thought that's what we were referring to. Actually, wait, I can turn it because it'll actually go the way I want it to this time. It's not so bad setting these mins whenever you're going the other way. It was USC before South California was. All right, man. It's a big sticking point. I didn't know that. The Irishman knows that before me. Jeez. You always piss her off with that one. Ex-UCLA alum, so UCLA is better. That's right. Got to meet Coach K at a basketball camp when I was young. Also got to meet the Plumlee brothers when they were here. That's pretty cool, dude. I was down in Limpland. I was down in Florida when I watched Coach K's last game a couple years ago, or his retirement thing, whatever he had going on. He had all kinds of stuff. That whole season was. DCA CTAF 19-1. Said that when we listened to 22.8 as well. Gamecock win. Oh yeah. Their women's team is good. The Pitt women's volleyball team is really good. But that's about it. Pitt's not good at a whole heck of a lot. Oh really? See, I like college basketball, and I think this is not a hot take. I don't think by any means, but I think I like college basketball way more than the NBA. But you say college basketball is even getting ruined for you, huh? I mean, football is kind of the same way with all these guys in this NIL stuff, and I don't know. I think the NIL stuff is what it is. Paying them is fine, but it's the transfer portal. I mean, you know, guys. You know, Tom Brady said this. It's like there's no programs anymore. It's just teams. It's just like, I mean, you know, even West Virginia, like you get that new coach and he gets like 50 or 70 new guys or whatever he got. It's like 70 new guys. Like James Franklin gone from Penn State. Like the next guy's going to bring in his band of guys, and it's going to be 50 new guys next year at Penn State. You know, it's just like, I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. NBA scripted because they're good enough to do so, maybe. And it's just like, I just don't care. Like, I'm starting to see ads about the NBA season like kind of winding up, and just like, dude, I don't care, and I don't think anybody cares. I've been to one NBA game. It was mid, it was fine, and it was a good game, but it was like, I don't know. Hockey's my sport though. Love hockey. Grew up playing hockey. Love watching hockey. Love going to games. That's what I find. I think the best to watch is hockey for sure, in my opinion. So, all right. So we did Pitt to Midway, Midway to DCA. We're looking for no gate. We don't have a gate. All right, great. Gamecocks football is weird. They'll beat Alabama but then lose the Citadel. Yeah. They don't play hard comparing college to NBA. I think you can tell the difference. Yeah, I don't know. I just think the NBA is just overhyped, I feel like. I feel like they try to shove it down your throat, like, love the NBA. And I'm like, no, I don't like watching the NBA, bro. I don't want to watch it. I've never watched a full NBA game. Like, I've never even watched a full college game. Like, I enjoy college games, but I don't sit around and watch them for hours. But yeah, Gamecocks football is weird. Like, when Jadeveon Clowney was there, like, y'all were crazy. But now it's just kind of hurling. What is hurling? All right, so we don't have a gate at DCA, so we're just gonna take whatever gate we can find. Anybody know what Southwest, what terminal they park at there? So boring. They don't play hard like back in the day. That's for sure. That's why I just like call it. Yeah. So is it almost like field hockey too? There's our top descent. We'll go ahead and flip the seatbelt signs back on. You can run the descent checklist. Minimums are set. VREF, V-target. VREF's 140, targeting 145. Auto brake is max and recall is checked. Descent check is complete. Is there ATC on or no? Oh, there is towers online. Not that really matters, and we're basically going to check in with them on short final, but maybe approach or somebody will come on then too.
All stations, radio check.
That one was loud and clear.
FedEx 302, wind 190 at 9er, runway 19, keep takeoff.
Runway 19.
It's like lacrosse, but less rich white person-y. That's funny. I believe it's Alpha Gates. Sounds good to me. More rough. I played lacrosse too for a little bit. It was, again, kind of mid.
Citation number 444 Bravo Charlie.
Citation, you hear that?
Has information Yankee ready to taxi.
Citation 44.
Alpha Gates. I can't even see any Alpha Gates.
Bravo, runway 19, taxi 5 Kilo, Lima.
Oh, all the way down on the south side.
Aero 19 via Kilo, Lima, Juliet, cross.
Sounds good to me. We'll just kind of roll it out and head that way. Hockey is a unique environment, dude.
How do you get my voice over there?
It's a unique group of guys. Anomi, welcome. How are you doing today? Appreciate everybody being here, man. Like I said, let's leave a like on the stream if you like what you're seeing.
302, the lady. You can call up 225.
So this is scheduled for mid-X future too.
One last landing on the day. A little steep turn here to finish her off. I think we've done everything we need to do. The only other thing, maybe, since we've got tower now, we don't really need the 30-mile stuff, but definitely, let's see the last, what's the final approach point? Will be SUNY. Oh, wow, it's way out there. SUNY, but that makes sense, though, because we want to be nice and configured. Six, 4, and 2. That's hurling. You got Delta right on your butt? Do I really? It's because I got the corner. Oh my gosh, he is right on my butt. He's at 30,000. It's because I cut the corner, probably. Where did he even come from? Yeah, he's setting off my TCAS. I don't know why we're doing... Well, what's the arrival say? Either way, he's not controlling the arrival, so I'm going to keep the speed up. It's 280. I don't know why it's going so slow. Why is that invalid entry? I don't know why it always defaults to slowing down. Oh, dude, I don't want to. Dude, is he like actually? Yo! What the heck, bro? I really don't want to do this.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Clear of conflict.
All right, what? Now I do want to pull the speed back a little bit.
Traffic. Traffic.
I don't want to drop right back on top of him. Is he still behind me?
Station 444
Okay.
Bravo
All right,
Charlie
just
with
keep me
19
heading. We're just gonna.
09 from the 19 to take off.
19 clear for takeoff, citation 444 Bravo Charlie.
We'll go back to VNAV, but we'll stay on a heading. I don't know what this guy's doing. .0. Why is he on 35.0? Oh, he's from Frankfurt. Okay. He's from Germany. He doesn't know. Alright, we're just going to sidestep it a little bit. Where did he go? Yeah, I guess so. But there's another Delta guy right behind him. I'm about to log off because I'm not trying to. Not trying to do all that. I'm not trying to get sequenced. Honest to goodness, I'm logging off. Especially with the network and stuff. I don't need all that. All right, courage. Director Courage, let's get back on the LNAV. And below flight level 230 above 200, so hopefully we can, we're actually a little under the tracks, that's good. Yeah, I'm logging off, bro, I'm not dealing with all that. Dang. This fly is ridiculous, he's just buzzing around in here. Yeah, well, I don't know. That was probably honest to goodness, that was probably mostly my fault because I took the big shortcut and also for whatever reason slowed down to 200 and the VNAV was slowing me down to like 230 or something like that, so I don't know. Except the airline isn't like, what's the deal there? Maybe we can do a little, well, I'm trying to think about what we could do tomorrow. Like, either... I was thinking maybe Delta Ops. No, they don't. So what is 35 nothing? Arrow, is 35 nothing like the Europe equivalent to 22.8? Is that what that is? I don't know why. Maybe, I bet 35 nothing. He was out of Atlanta, I think. So maybe that was a frequency that he had. He just never switched it. iPad kid, probably. Fair enough. Probably, bro. And now we can do whatever we want, so it's chill. I would like Volanta to start working. That would be nice. Same in Euroland? I don't know then, man. I don't know. Also, Volanta like switched back to me being in a 777, so I don't know what's going on with Volanta in 2024, but it's tracking the flights. It's just not really doing anything else. And we'll go with local altimeter setting. Getting a little fast there, but it's all right. I said we need to make up some time. It's all Volanta's fault. I even put the freaking tail number in my sim brief, so I don't know what's going on. Probably. They're like, oh yeah, no, it would work great if you were you bought the subscription. It'd work a little bit better for you. Oh, okay. No, wait, through 18,000. You said the tail number in the sim? What do you mean? I said it in sim brief. I like do it in here or something? Is that what you mean? I'll be right back. Gonna grab some water. Probably gonna get the engine anti-ice on, and we'll set the start switches to continuous. And then we did the descent checks already. We're just doing approach briefings, which, well, altimeters are set, packs are auto, and start switches are on. So approach checklist complete as well. In the sim, you have to set the tail rig also. Where? Like what? Where do you have to set that? Oh, you just set it all the way back at the beginning? Interesting. Okay. Well. Alright, getting back into the soup. Oh, we got the ice on. Dang, bro, did y'all hear that? That's crazy. I did take the big gulp. Dang. Oh, don't mess around with water, bro. Golly. So you say it's fine, Arrow, you say it's fine if it's kind of a little over like this because you say it calculates, like it has the slowdown scheduled? Is that what the decel is for? We got to be at 250 at 10, so. Hydrate before dihydrate? Bro, hydrate then dihydrate, or dihydrate because of hydrate. Or no, is it just too fast? Is that what? There's Dulles. Runway 30 to takeoff runway. The decel is calculated for you at the bugged speed. Right. We'll just do a little bit of speed breakout then. Help it out. Looks beautiful. Microsoft 2024 gives me X-Plane 12 vibes. Is that anybody else? Like the lighting and stuff, I don't know. It gives me some X-Plane 12 vibes. I don't know. Yeah, we do have tailwind. Really? I feel like it looks more like X-Plane 12E than Microsoft 2020. Oh yeah, we didn't get clear lane yet. Plus 12s are out of the ice. I think we actually just leave those on continuous still, and then we will turn off the... Tom said there was a way to see that? I don't know what... I still don't understand setting the N1s and like the D rates and stuff. I don't understand that still. X-Plane wishes? I don't know, man. It gives me X-Plane vibes. Like more so than, like it looks really good, but like I feel like the coloring is more similar to like X-Plane 12 than Microsoft 2020. Like I feel like the colors, like I feel like in Microsoft 2020 the colors are like popping, and like here they're much more like muted. Gave him a great compliment. Sets computer wins are only a snapshot from when you last executed direct or changed the profile. Oh, okay. Above the end. Oh, really? Let's see. Oh, TAI. Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, I never noticed that. That's pretty cool. Okay. Cool. Let's see, probably wants me to start slowing down. 250, 240. It wants me at freedom. Oh, perfect. We're already there. Okay. The VNAV must be working. And then Fergie. It should just be Fergie, then Derek. Oh, dang. We are getting pretty close here. Let's start pulling this speed back a little bit more, potentially. N1s are set in the FMC N1 limit page. I was looking at your sim and your clouds look way better, but my Rex AccuSeason made the ground look a lot better than yours. I have Rex AccuSeason. Like with the fall ground and stuff you're talking about? Oh, okay. Rex Core for 2024. Actually, I don't know if I have it for 2024. If you have Rex Accu seasons, is it like, is there you have to buy something for 2024, or is it you need some speed brake? Yeah, that's facts. We're doing 260. I'd say, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Boeing it is. VNAV path, so it's not going to slow down. Oh, okay. $2020 only? Dang. Go to flaps 1. I guess we can go all the way to flaps 5. Does anybody know, like, whenever, like, the buildings and stuff, like, they look like this? So, it's looking better as I zoom in now. But, like, when they look like freaking rubble, like, why do they look like that? Is it a graphics thing or what? Old 754 beta glitch, really? Because they do that, it does that in 2020 too. But I believe the last thing is landing checks, which we'll get to in a minute. Object level detail, okay. That day. Alright, well, I believe this is the river, is it not? Yeah, because Derek's right here. And then it'll be... Yeah, it's like a left turn. Let's click it off and let's hand fly it through here. Probably get these off as well. Recommended to be at 3,000 here and then 1,800. We should probably start slowing it down a little bit here.
2,500.
Recommended to be at 1,800 at the bridge. Let's go to idle here and
2,500.
we got to keep the descent coming, but also got to get some. Let's get the gear down. Let's arm the speed brakes. Let's go to flaps 10. And the important thing is landing on runway 19 also, by the way. That's a, the other runway, I believe it's runway 15, is very close. And we'll go to flaps 15. Hoping on flaps 25. It's going to flaps 25 anyway. And we'll just go all the way to flaps 30. And we'll say we got clear to land. Stop our descent right there. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green lights. Check out the landing checklist real fast. Speed brakes arm green light, landing gear down 3 light, flaps are 40. We have a green light, but we don't want 40, we want 30.
1,000.
Let's just change that real fast. So we're a little low. Once it's at 1,500. Or no, yeah, once it's at 1,500 here. 900 at the next bridge. The key bridge, so we're actually not that. We're actually right on. Looking beautiful out here, though. Just fly out of here. Try to stop our descent right there at 900. Microsoft 2024 River Visual. Don't hit P56. That was Tom's advice. We're dangerously close to P56 at this point. Right off the left here. 5 green lights, Limp. 5 green lights. I think we actually... Oof, we're very close to P56. Yeah, landing race in the chat here, boys. I think we've got runway 19 in sight.
500.
2 red, 2 white. We're all right. $50 says Holden.
400.
Holden thinks I'm going to get some revenge after slamming it into Midway.
300. 200.
Little long on the rollout there. Speed's looking pretty good.
100. 50. 40. Approaching 30. Minimums. 20. 10.
It's going to be firm, but that wasn't terrible. Reversers are out-ish. And speed brakes are up as well. Whenever I send the reversers forward, yeah, like that doesn't work too well. Taxi speed is 50 knots, you're right, it's the southwest we're talking about. Alright guys, and we're going to go all the way down to the Alpha gates here, so we'll make a right and then a left. I think that was pretty solid. That was a beautiful time to fly that river visual. I felt pretty good about that approach. Actually, we can go into this next taxiway here. But before we go any farther, let's run the aero after landing flow. We don't do anything with that. Let's see, the next thing would just be the trim and then the flaps. So flaps coming up, speed brake coming back, trim to 4. Auto brake can come off back to 100, and we'll do off, and odd +1. Overhead, probes off, APU started up, lights off. And we just need a taxi light, really. Maybe you need that. Go ahead, APU start, wing lights off. Alright, I felt good about that. Oh wait, engine switches. What do you think, Arrow? Did I pass the check ride? Why 3100? I don't know, that was an Arrow thing. Ask him. Our limit's actually 50 on a runway and 30 on a taxiway. You don't need to wait for the low pressure light? Really? Is that just a max thing, or is it just in general you don't have to wait? Here's the Alpha gates right here. Let's go, dude. In general, it's got auto start logic. Really, even with the NGs, that's pretty cool. Okay. Oh shoot. Well, we'll get the on time. Just wham it to start and it does the rest. That sounds good to me. I like. It sounds better. I'll take this gate right here. I wonder if it's gonna start looking for us. It reminded me of like an elephant trunk. It was like, I don't know, searching for food or something. My airplane. Try to get on this center line and stop short of the jetway as well. Alright, parking brake set, but it's not going to actually hold it, so we'll wait till we get the APU started. Yep, see, it's already moving forward on me. That's an annoying. That's 2024 for you, always something. Get the bleed on, and now we can kill the engines, and now we can go to the auto brake, or go to the parking brake. Get some deboarding from GSX, maybe. Request deboarding. Oh, maybe not. Anti-collision light come off, taxi light come off, and seatbelt sign come off. Yeah, it looks like no deboarding from the boys over there at GSX. That's all right. We've had enough of them today. Anyways, I guess to get the A's off, and let's just take a look at what else am I missing on the shutdown checklist here. Is there a shutdown? No, there was no shutdown anyways. Dang, graphics up, gameplay down, says Robert. Boeing, because that's the job I got. Amen. The Dune Worm. Not full. Oh, that's fair. Fair enough, Lunar. Defender of Microsoft 2024. That's exactly that. That's my answer to that every single time. Arrow is just like, I'm gonna fly whatever airplane they pay me to fly. That's how I see it. Okay, dude. Another good park job. Not too bad at all there. All right, well, with no deboarding from GSX, guys, that's gonna be about it. We'll call it 5:10. What's that in Zulu time? I could figure it out, but I'm too lazy. 21:10, we'll call it. And then actually, we need the fuel used as well. So 12, we'll just call it 13 on the fuel, guys. All right, that's going to pretty much do it. Yeah, exactly, Arrow. That's what I'm saying. All right, guys, thank you so much. This stream was awesome today. Really appreciate all you guys joining. Like and subscribe if you like what you see around here. Consider checking out Twitch as well. I'm going to be back live tomorrow. I'll probably make the stream later tonight. We'll see if we're going to be back in 2024 or 2020. But Sim Update 4, 2020 looking good, or 2024 looking good, man. Oh, what is the landing rate? Yeah, it's a good question. Let me see. Let's review the flight. Oh, look at that. Now we've got like approach on and here in Washington. Great. 253 it said, so I think that's fair. I thought it was going to be firm, but not a greaser, but not a slammer either. So 253, we'll take it. But yeah, no, appreciate you guys. Come on, I know, dude, I know. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. But that was a fun visual approach there as well. But appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. And yeah, we'll catch you guys tomorrow, probably same time. Like I said, probably around 1:30, 2 o'clock tomorrow as well. So yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you later. Peace.